The United States is witnessing an era of unparalleled megaprojects in 2025. The country is building multi-billion-dollar developments, such as the high-tech Apple Observatory or the game-changing SunZia wind project. These megaprojects are setting new records in scale and ambition, which is why today we'll dive into the United States' biggest megaprojects in 2025. We have to talk about One River North, a stunning biophilic skyscraper in Denver, Colorado. With its breathtaking biophilic design, the tower redefines how nature and urban development can coexist. The structure features a dramatic canyon-like opening carved into its facade, filled with lush greenery, cascading waterfalls, and elevated walkways. Denver is known for its proximity to the Rockies, and One River North is a tribute to the natural beauty of the region. Designed by Mad Architects, a globally recognized firm known for its futuristic and nature-inspired designs, this 42-story residential tower seeks to revolutionize urban living. Rather than isolating residents in glass and steel, the design integrates outdoor elements within the vertical structure. This megaproject is a high-rise residential tower, with features hardly seen unlike any other in the world. The most striking feature of the building is its gash, a deep cut that runs across multiple floors, resembling a mountain ravine filled with vegetation and flowing water. This design serves both an aesthetic and functional purpose. It introduces natural ventilation, daylighting, and an open-air experience in the middle of a skyscraper. The tower includes 187 luxury residences, each designed to maximize natural light and panoramic views. Residents will have direct access to over 13,000 square feet of green space, featuring elevated walking paths, relaxation areas, and water elements. The rooftop garden offers unobstructed views of the Rocky Mountains, while a private club and spa ensure that residents have access to luxury wellness amenities. One River North is being developed with an estimated budget of $250 million. While the cost is significant, the engineering challenges involved in creating a vertical canyon within a skyscraper justify the investment. Traditional skyscrapers rely on rigid core structures to ensure stability, but the open-air canyon design of this mega project presented unique structural challenges. To maintain the integrity of the building, engineers had to develop wind-resistant support structures that could withstand varying weather conditions in Denver. The deep cut of the canyon required innovative load distribution techniques, ensuring that the building remained structurally sound despite its massive opening. Advanced reinforced concrete and steel frameworks were used to stabilize the structure, while a high-tech irrigation system ensures that the greenery remains lush throughout the year. Currently, One River North is in its final stages of construction, with interior finishes and landscaping being completed. The building is expected to open in mid-2025, and apartments are already selling at record-breaking prices due to the high demand for nature-integrated urban living spaces. Let's discuss 1000M, a remarkable 73-story skyscraper rising in Chicago, designed by the legendary architect Helmut Jahn. This architectural masterpiece is redefining luxury living in the city, standing tall at 832 feet, making it one of the tallest residential buildings in Chicago. Located on 1000 South Michigan Avenue, this high-rise is reshaping the skyline with a futuristic glass facade that reflects the historical past and ambitious future of the city. The 1000M project was first announced in 2016 as a bold addition to the famous skyline of Chicago. The site, sitting near Grant Park, was carefully chosen to offer breathtaking views of Lake Michigan, making it a prime location for upscale residential living. The project was designed to cater to luxury homeowners and business executives, offering them a world-class urban living experience in the heart of the city. 1000M is designed to be more than just a high-rise. It is a self-contained luxury environment. Inside, the The skyscraper houses a 3-story sky deck featuring a resort-style pool, a spa, and an observation lounge with panoramic views of Chicago and Lake Michigan. The residences are equipped with smart home technology, allowing residents to control lighting, climate, and security systems remotely. The exterior of the building is one of its most striking features. It consists of a futuristic glass curtain wall, engineered to reduce heat absorption while maximizing natural light. This energy-efficient design ensures that the building maintains comfortable temperatures while minimizing electricity consumption. The development also includes eco-friendly heating and cooling systems, making it one of the most sustainable luxury towers in the region. Originally, the estimated budget for 1000 M was $470 million, but delays and supply chain issues caused the cost to rise. The project was stalled during the pandemic, as material shortages and financial uncertainties forced developers to pause construction. However, in 2022, the project was revived and construction resumed at full speed. The building required the use of massive hydraulic cranes to lift prefabricated steel beams and glass panels into place. Custom glass paneling machines were employed to ensure precision in the exterior facade installation. Engineers had to reinforce the foundation with deep concrete pilings, ensuring that the skyscraper could withstand the harsh winters and strong winds of Chicago. The first set of residents is expected to move in later this year, marking the completion of one of the most ambitious residential projects in Chicago. But just wait until you hear about the Cornell Tech campus, a revolutionary research hub on Roosevelt Island, New York, that is transforming the future of education and sustainability. This campus is a hub for cutting-edge research in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and robotics, making it a key player in the global innovation ecosystem. Cornell Tech was first announced in 2011 when Cornell University and Technion Israel Institute of Technology won a highly competitive bid to build a new technology-focused graduate campus in New York City. The vision behind the project was to create a world-class institution that would drive economic growth and foster innovation in fields such as AI, data science, and digital security. Construction of the campus officially began in 2014, with the first phase opening in 2017. Since then, Cornell Tech has continued to expand, adding state-of-the-art facilities, sustainable buildings, and cutting-edge research centers. The Cornell Tech campus is designed with a focus on sustainability, innovation, and digital connectivity. The campus includes several groundbreaking structures, such as the Bloomberg Center, the Tata Innovation Center, and the House, each serving a unique purpose in academia, business, and residential life. The Bloomberg Center, named after former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, is a zero-emission building powered entirely by solar panels and geothermal energy. It features smart classrooms, AI-driven labs, and open collaboration spaces, promoting interaction between students, researchers, and industry professionals. The House, a residential tower for students and faculty, is the first high-rise, passive house of the world. Built with extreme energy efficiency in mind, it reduces energy consumption by nearly 70% compared to conventional buildings. The double-insulated windows, airtight construction, and advanced ventilation systems ensure maximum efficiency and comfort for residents. The Cornell Tech campus has a budget of over $2 billion, making it one of the most expensive educational infrastructure projects in the United States. The modular construction approach has played a key role in reducing costs and accelerating development. Prefabricated building components were assembled off-site and transported to Roosevelt Island, reducing construction waste and energy consumption. The project employs advanced robotics for precision construction, as well as autonomous cranes and AI-powered monitoring systems to enhance safety and efficiency. The use of geothermal wells, smart grid technology, and photovoltaic panels allows the campus to operate with near zero emissions, making it one of the most sustainable academic institutions in the world. The first phase of Cornell Tech campus was completed in 2017, while the second phase is scheduled for completion in 2027. By 2037, the full campus is expected to span 12 acres. Let's move over to the Texas LNG project, one of the most crucial energy developments in the United States, transforming the Gulf Coast into a powerhouse for LNG exports. Located in Brownsville, Texas, this $3.5 billion megaproject is designed to process and export natural gas to international markets. The history of the Texas LNG project is tied to the growing role of the United States as an LNG exporter. The project was first conceptualized in the early 2010s when companies recognized the need for additional LNG terminals to keep up with rising global demand. By 2016, Texas LNG received initial regulatory approvals, and after years of planning, development officially broke ground in 2022. The site, situated near the port of Brownsville, was selected due to its proximity to key pipelines and access to deepwater shipping routes. This massive facility is being built to process, liquefy, and export LNG to key markets in Europe, Asia, and Latin America. It will take natural gas from major United States shale fields, cool it to extremely low temperatures, and convert it into liquid form for easy transportation via tankers. The facility includes one of the largest LNG storage tanks in the US, high-efficiency liquefaction units, and a sophisticated carbon capture system to minimize environmental impact. To transport gas to the plant, the project involves constructing over 200 miles of pipeline infrastructure, ensuring a constant and efficient supply from gas fields to the export terminal. The engineering and construction of the Texas LNG project require cutting-edge technology and heavy industrial equipment. The liquefaction process demands highly specialized machinery, including cryogenic heat exchangers and refrigerant compressors, capable of cooling natural gas to minus 162 degrees Celsius. Massive storage tanks with reinforced containment structures are being constructed to hold the liquefied gas before shipping. The terminal also includes loading arms and advanced docking systems, allowing LNG carriers to safely and efficiently receive cargo. Some of the largest LNG tankers in the world will dock here, carrying shipments to global destinations. Originally estimated at $2 billion, the total investment has now surpassed $3.5 billion, reflecting the complexity and scale of the project. The development is backed by major energy companies and investors, all betting on LNG as a key fuel source for the future. Currently, construction is nearing completion, with the first phase set to begin operations later this year. The Texas LNG project is expected to process and export over 4 million tons of LNG annually, significantly boosting United States energy exports. Let's travel over to the Indy 11 Stadium, set to redefine sports culture in Indianapolis, bringing a state-of-the-art soccer facility to the heart of the city. With a budget of $1 billion, this project is a multi-use entertainment hub that will host not only soccer games, but also concerts, community events, and other sporting activities. The development is seen as a key step in elevating the profile of Indy 11, the professional soccer team of the city, while also contributing to the local economy. For years, Indianapolis has been known for its rich sports heritage, hosting the Indianapolis 500, NCAA tournaments, NFL, and NBA games. However, the city lacked a dedicated stadium for its professional soccer team, Indy 11, which had been playing at different venues, including Lucas Oil Stadium and Carroll Stadium. The absence of a permanent home was limiting the ability of the team to build a strong fan base and establish itself as a major force in American soccer. The Indy 11 Stadium is designed as a world-class facility capable of hosting Major League Soccer games in the future. It will have a retractable roof, allowing it to be used in all weather conditions, making it a year-round venue for various events. The stadium will have a seating capacity of 20,000, with room for expansion in case of future demand. One of the standout features of the stadium is its eco-friendly turf, which will provide a high-quality playing surface while minimizing environmental impact. Additionally, the venue will be equipped with energy-efficient LED lighting, reducing electricity consumption. The massive jumbotron of the stadium, one of the largest in the region, will enhance the game day experience for fans with high-definition replays, live stats, and immersive visuals. With a $1 billion budget, the Indy 11 Stadium is one of the largest sports investments in the history of Indiana. The construction process involves massive excavation work, requiring heavy-duty earth-moving machinery, cranes, and drilling rigs to prepare the foundation. High-performance steel and reinforced concrete are being used to construct the framework of the stadium, ensuring structural durability for decades. Engineers are employing advanced prefabrication techniques to assemble certain sections off-site, reducing construction time and improving efficiency. The retractable roof is one of the most complex engineering feats in the project, requiring precision steel fabrication and hydraulic systems for smooth operation. Currently, the construction is well underway, with the main structural framework nearing completion. Interior work, including seating installation and turf placement, is expected to be finished by mid-2025. Next up, we have to talk about the Seattle waterfront redevelopment, a transformative project reshaping the shoreline of the city into a world-class urban destination. For decades, Seattle waterfront was dominated by the Alaskan Way Viaduct, a double-decked elevated highway that separated the city from its shoreline. Constructed in the 1950s, the viaduct served its purpose but became outdated, seismically vulnerable, and an eyesore that cut off the city from its vibrant waterfront. In 2001, a 6.8 magnitude earthquake highlighted the instability of the viaduct, sparking discussions about its removal. The solution is a massive redevelopment project that would transform the area into a pedestrian-friendly, environmentally sustainable space. The Seattle waterfront redevelopment spans 20 acres and includes a mix of parks, pedestrian pathways, bike lanes, and upgraded transportation infrastructure. A newly designed Alaskan Way Boulevard will replace the old viaduct, incorporating transit lanes, bike paths, and green spaces to enhance urban mobility. One of the most striking features is the Overlook Walk. It's an elevated pedestrian pathway offering breathtaking views of Elliott Bay while connecting key attractions like the Pike Place Market and the Seattle Aquarium. This walkway is designed to seamlessly integrate with the city, providing both aesthetic appeal and practical connectivity. The redevelopment also includes significant environmental restoration efforts. The project aims to restore the natural habitat, improve stormwater management, and create a healthier marine ecosystem. Shoreline restoration efforts will make the waterfront more resilient to climate change while supporting biodiversity. The Seattle Aquarium expansion is another key component. A new ocean pavilion will be added, showcasing marine life and providing educational experiences. The pavilion will feature immersive exhibits highlighting the importance of ocean conservation, further strengthening the identity of Seattle as a city connected to the water. The total cost of the Seattle waterfront redevelopment is estimated at $756 million. The budget covers everything from transportation upgrades and public spaces to environmental restoration and cultural enhancements. Construction has been a massive undertaking, requiring advanced engineering solutions to support the new infrastructure while minimizing disruptions to daily life. Specialized cranes, earth-moving equipment, and hydraulic pile drivers are being used to build new piers and support structures along the waterfront. Engineers are also employing seismic retrofitting techniques to ensure that new buildings and walkways can withstand potential earthquakes. Currently, the project is in its final stages, with major sections nearing completion. The Overlook Walk is set to open later this year, along with new bike lanes and pedestrian pathways. The Seattle Aquarium expansion is also on track, expected to open its doors to visitors in early 2026. But we have to talk about the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel expansion, one of the largest transportation infrastructure projects in the United States. This massive undertaking aims to alleviate congestion, improve travel times, and enhance connectivity between Norfolk and Hampton in Virginia. With an estimated budget of $3.8 billion, the project is one of the most expensive highway expansions in the country. The original Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, which opened in 1957, was the first bridge tunnel in the world. Designed to accommodate increasing traffic between Norfolk and Hampton, it became a vital corridor for commerce and military transport. A second tunnel was added in 1976, doubling its capacity, but by the early 2000s, traffic volumes had far exceeded its design limits. Over 100,000 vehicles crossed the HRBT every day, leading to severe congestion during peak hours. To address this, the Virginia Department of Transportation proposed a massive expansion project approved in 2016. This project is critical as Hampton Roads is home to Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval base in the world, and several other military installations. The HRBT expansion will widen the I-64 corridor from 4 lanes to 8 lanes, doubling the current road capacity. The most technically challenging part of the project is the construction of 2 new parallel tunnels, each over 1.5 miles long, using tunnel boring machine technology. These tunnels will be the first bored tunnels in the Hampton Roads region, replacing the outdated immersed tube method used in the existing tunnels. The new tunnels will be designed to withstand extreme weather conditions, including hurricanes and flooding, making the corridor more resilient to climate change. The expansion will also upgrade existing bridges, roadways, and interchanges, improving traffic flow, safety, and overall efficiency. For the bridge expansions, floating cranes and barges are used to transport and install prefabricated sections. Crews are also employing GPS-guided excavation equipment and real-time monitoring systems to ensure precision in alignment and structural integrity. The $3.8 billion budget makes the HRBT expansion the largest transportation infrastructure investment in the history of Virginia. Currently, the project is more than halfway complete, with significant progress made on tunnel boring and roadway expansions. The TBM has completed over 50% of its excavation, and workers have started installing the final structural reinforcements inside the tunnels. The bridge widening is also progressing, with several new lanes already operational. The project remains on schedule for completion by 2027, with commuters and businesses eagerly anticipating the benefits. Once finished, the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel expansion will reduce congestion by up to 40%, cut travel times during peak hours, and provide a more efficient and safer route for travelers. Let's talk about the SunZia Wind and Transmission Project, one of the most ambitious renewable energy projects in the United States. Located in New Mexico and Arizona, this massive undertaking is set to become the largest wind energy infrastructure in the Western Hemisphere. With a staggering 3,500 megawatts of wind power capacity, SunZia aims to transform the energy landscape by delivering clean electricity to millions of homes across the Southwest. The history of the project dates back to 2006, when initial discussions began about building a large-scale transmission system to utilize the vast wind energy potential of New Mexico. After years of environmental reviews, regulatory approvals, and legal challenges, the project was finally greenlit, with full construction commencing in 2023. The significance of SunZia cannot be overstated. The project will play a crucial role in reducing the regional dependence on fossil fuels, cutting down carbon emissions by millions of metric tons annually. It will also enhance grid reliability, allowing states like California and Arizona to meet their ambitious renewable energy targets. The construction plan involves two key components: the SunZia wind farm, spanning thousands of acres in New Mexico, and the SunZia transmission line, a 550-mile-long, high-voltage, direct current system stretching from central New Mexico to Arizona. The transmission line is designed to carry clean energy across state borders, ensuring efficient distribution to major urban centers. The features of this megaproject make it a technological and engineering marvel. The wind farm will host hundreds of massive wind turbines, each standing over 650 feet tall, utilizing advanced turbine technology to maximize energy output. Meanwhile, the transmission system will incorporate cutting-edge HVDC infrastructure, reducing energy loss over long distances and improving the overall efficiency of the grid. The budget for SunZia is estimated at $8 billion, making it one of the most expensive renewable energy projects in the country. The construction process is a massive logistical operation, requiring specialized heavy lift cranes to install wind turbines, drilling rigs for foundation work, and high voltage transmission line equipment to lay the massive electrical infrastructure. Additionally, large-scale concrete pouring operations ensure the stability of turbine foundations, while fleet vehicles transport materials across the remote construction zones. Currently, the SunZia wind farm is progressing rapidly, with turbine installations nearing completion. The transmission line construction is also well underway, with major sections already erected and testing phases beginning. Full project completion is expected by 2026, making it a game changer in the renewable energy sector. Once operational, SunZia will supply clean electricity to over 3 million homes, marking a historic milestone for sustainable energy in the United States. Let's travel over to California, where Apple is once again pushing the boundaries of architecture. The Observatory, located within Apple Park in Cupertino, is a revolutionary space that combines innovation with design excellence. Set to become a major hub for research, product launches, and immersive experiences, the Observatory is the most ambitious construction project by Apple since 2017. The Observatory is built almost entirely underground, seamlessly blending with the surrounding landscape. With a stunning glass dome entrance, an open-air terrace with panoramic views, and cutting-edge materials, the structure is designed to inspire creativity and contemplation. Apple has long been known for its obsession with design. The headquarters, Apple Park, is often referred to as a spaceship due to its circular structure and futuristic aesthetics. However, Apple didn't stop there. It envisioned a space within Apple Park that would act as a masterpiece for innovation, where technology, architecture, and nature could coexist. The Observatory was conceived as a subterranean structure that would allow visitors to engage with nature while experiencing the latest technology by Apple. The design takes inspiration from ancient observatories and modern minimalism, using natural materials such as stone, terrazzo, and timber to create a space that feels both futuristic and organic. Unlike the flagship buildings of Apple, which are iconic for their futuristic, above-ground presence, the Observatory is primarily built into the hillside. Visitors enter through a curved pathway that leads to a 3-meter wide oculus, a circular opening that allows natural light to flood the space. A sliding stone door leads into the main event hall, which features an open terrace with a portal-like window framing Apple Park and the mountains beyond. The Observatory is powered entirely by on-site solar panels and wind energy, reducing its carbon footprint. The space is equipped with state-of-the-art augmented reality and artificial intelligence labs for testing next-gen Apple technology. Construction of the Observatory began in 2020. Despite facing pandemic-related delays, Apple remained committed to delivering a space that embodied its vision of sustainability, creativity, and cutting-edge design. The Observatory is a $3 billion project, making it one of the most expensive single-building investments by Apple. The construction team was led by Foster along with their partners, the same architectural firm that designed Apple Park and the Steve Jobs Theater. Their challenge was to create an entirely new type of space, one that felt open and airy despite being underground. Currently, the observatory is nearly complete, with final interior installations and landscaping in progress. The first public product launch is expected to take place in late 2025, marking a new chapter for event presentations by Apple. But next up, the Texas Seawall, also known as the Ike Dike, is a majestic coastline infrastructure project intended to protect the Houston-Galveston region from destructive hurricanes and sea storm surges. The project was inspired after the hurricane in 2008 caused massive destruction. The infrastructure giant is a smooth blend of engineering skills and environment preservation. The seawall runs along a length of 70 miles, having a combination of levees, gates, and dunes that act as a united shield against the rough sea tides. The project also includes massive floodgates that are helpful in preventing the storm surges to enter vulnerable areas around the Galveston Bay. The Texas Seawall features a naturally inclusive design with the incorporation of restored wetlands and dunes to alleviate the impact on the environment. Establishing natural elements like wetlands and dunes helps the man-made barriers from giving in to nature's tools and saves them from erosion and wearing away. Aligning the ecosystems with the project's goals makes it easier to make the environment safe and enables a suitable habitat for animals and greenery to thrive. A plush touch of modern technology makes the project an innovation for the architectural world. The technology includes storm surge models that deal with the course of the flood-driven water. Moreover, the design itself is very flexible, making it easier for it to adapt and adjust to all kinds of climatic changes the region may experience in the future. The components used in the project may be added or removed if needed, ensuring a better working model without disrupting the whole system. The project has the tendency to adapt to potential changes in natural or artificial factors, like population growth and drastic changes in climate. Since the model is based upon standardized modules, it is easier to look after and maintain it using custom-made parts without affecting the efficiency of the system. Federal grants, the contributions done by the state, and public-private partnerships have all unitedly secured an estimated budget of $26 billion to $31 billion. The Texas Seawall is a resilient project made to protect civilians and expensive infrastructure from being ruined and destroyed by hurricanes and floods. The restoration of wetlands promotes a sense of biodiversity, which is an important aspect for preserving the ecosystem and protecting it. Even though the Texas Seawall is a game changer for the modern world's assets, it has some disadvantages too. The cost itself is a huge question mark for the funds and economy of the state. The amount of time required to complete such a mega project could pose a threat to the areas vulnerable to hurricanes and storm surges. And even though the project is sworn to protect the ecosystem, it is bound to destroy coastal and marine habitats due to its massive construction scale. Despite its cons, the project is a necessity, given the fact that the Gulf Coast is one of the regions in the US that is most prone to hurricanes. The threats and losses caused by hurricanes like Hurricane Harvey emphasize the significance and need for a strong, resilient barrier against these natural disasters. Once it is completed, this Texas seawall will stand to become a global benchmarking standard for storm surge protection as an intersection of engineering with ecology. ensuring safety even as it fosters the sustenance of one of America's most vital coastlines along it. Amazon HQ2 is the second headquarters of the global e-commerce mammoth. It is located in Arlington, Virginia. The fact that Amazon has this project up its sleeves reflects Amazon's innovation, dedication, and economic stability. These huge headquarters span over 4 million square feet, covering several state-of-the-art office buildings. The headquarters centerpiece, known as the Helix, is a beautiful spiral structure made mainly of glass that embodies vegetation patches and green spaces. A walk through the campus is like exploring a small town. The facility features public parks, retail outlets, and amphitheaters for public events. These just make it more fun than just a workspace. The infrastructure prioritizes an eco-friendly environment. The buildings surrounding the facility promote net zero carbon. The whole headquarters is equipped with advanced energy-saving systems. Amazon HQ2 uses smart technology for smooth operations and convenience for its employees. The budget for making it a reality is projected to exceed $2.5 billion. But this huge amount is overshadowed by the company's dedication and promise to create a flagship facility that is supportive to its workforce and local economy. Amazon HQ2's construction has a promising future for everyone. The facility is expected to generate 25,000 high-paying jobs, which attracts talented folks from all over the globe. With it being an economic generator, Amazon HQ2 is anticipated to contribute an annual sum of $4 billion to the economy. The project's standards ensure a bright future for the development of green spaces as it focuses on features like renewable energy integration. Amazon HQ2 is a promising project, but it has some potential drawbacks too. The most concerning thing is the region's reliance on Amazon. If the company tends to shift its priorities in the future, the economic situation could go for a downfall. Opening an expansive facility in an already busy area means gridlock and stuffiness. The surrounding area could face a difficult situation if there isn't a solution for the traffic problem. The question is, why was Arlington deemed the perfect place to establish Amazon HQ2? Arlington is found to have a robust infrastructure and has access to an educated number of people. The city is also close to Washington, D.C. The location aligns with Amazon's goals, which are to be the best technologically advanced with an influential hold in a key metropolitan area. Amazon HQ2 tends to make Arlington a hub for innovative implementations. Its focus on the community's preferences and sustainability will surely serve as a model for future corporations and developments. Amazon HQ2 demonstrates that economic progress and environmental responsibility can coexist. Talking about environmental responsibility, transportation is a key feature of every region's economic progress and stability. And the US government is working on a project related to that as well. But what if I told you that we have only just started? The Brent-Spence Bridge Corridor project is a masterpiece of the architectural world. The bridge works as a corridor that connects Cincinnati, Ohio, and Covington, Kentucky. The Brent-Spence Bridge is an important and transformative infrastructure that is vital to easing traffic congestion and modernizing freight and transportation routes between the connecting cities. The project is based on constructing another bridge alongside the already standing Brent-Spence Bridge. The extension will help separate traffic lanes for smooth travel, increasing the efficiency and safety of civilians. This project is designed in a way that thoroughly supports green space and small commercial developments around the area by having the feature of enhanced decks over I-75. However, the Brent-Spence Bridge is an expensive architectural venture that has an estimated budget of $3.6 billion after increasing from $2.5 billion. It is fully funded by the federal and state authorities of Ohio and Kentucky. The budget was allocated by keeping the factors of progressive design-build strategies and regional and national needs in mind. The project brings forth several benefits along with it. The enhanced safety features, like traffic divergence, ensure the minimization of accidents and critical mishaps. The project supports economic growth in the whole region by supporting smooth freight transport throughout, while also aiming to revitalize the adjacent areas with new local roads and green spaces. Although the mega project of this bridge is a fruitful one, it does have its cons. With such a huge project underway, the local communities may face difficulty because of detouring and construction delays. Since the project is costly, the state might compromise local resources, which is not good news for civilians. The Brent-Spence Bridge calls for the urgency of a most wanted infrastructural design that will deal with freight and transportation on one of the busiest corridors of the United States. Even though infrastructure is important for the stability of the economy and revitalization, it is also considered important to freshen the mind and soul a bit. Rooting in Austin, Texas, Project Connect Texas is an immensely innovative mega project that is intended for the transit plan of controlling traffic congestion due to the overgrowing population. Spearheaded by Capital Metro, this project intends to reduce travel time for people and improve accessibility and sustainability. This project is much more interesting than it sounds, and pretty detailed too. It features a bunch of features that would be really helpful in daily life. The project includes a new light rail system, which will cover major areas in Austin. This system will have two lines, the Orange Line and the Blue Line, each of which will allow links to downtown and transit hubs. The project intends to enhance the already existing Red Line and features another addition to the Green Line to expand regional coverage. The Bus Rapid Transit, aka BRT, will have high-capacity corridors to complement the rail lines with sustainability and reliability. The ease of ample parking space in stations would allow the travelers to complete their journey easily. Commuters from suburban areas would surely consider it a heavenly feature. The modern ticketing system will enhance the processing and increase the speed, accompanied by eco-friendly buses that will ensure the safety of the environment. The budget of Project Connect Texas is allocated to be $7.1 billion, which is a joint contribution of federal grants, local taxes, and public-private partnerships approved by Austin voters in a 2020 referendum. The benefits of this project revolve mainly around the economic growth of the region, equity and accessibility, sustainability, and, most important of all, reduced traffic congestion. The project idealizes low-emission transit, which is important if the goal is to save the environment. The only problems that could appear as an obstacle in the project's way are the high costs involved in the construction, long-term construction, which could cause potential inconvenience, ridership projections, and, of course, the problem with land acquisition. But why spend so much to enhance something that already exists? The answer would be the increasing population of the place and the challenges and difficulties that come with a factor like that. Project Connect lays a sustainable and promising groundwork to ensure that most of the commute problems are solved. Completing a big project could inspire smaller projects in smaller and overlooked areas. Let's head to the Strip of Las Vegas, where the track for the 2025 Las Vegas Grand Prix is being set up. The tenants of Las Vegas and F1 fans all around the globe radiate with excitement as the preparations undergo. Taking place in the vibrant heart of Las Vegas, the race will surely be a breathtaking sight to see. The 3.8-mile street circuit, loaded with neon lights, is designed for the drivers to zoom through gorgeous landmarks at a speed of almost 217 miles per hour. Night racing will surely be a stunning visual for everyone to witness the majestic game in its full bloom. The racers will have to burn their car tires for about 192.6 miles over 50 laps. The circuit has 17 turning points for the racers to take advantage of every chance to overtake their competitors. For the same reason, 2 DRS zones have also been designed so that the racers have ample time to overtake and make strategic moves while they're at it. The event organizers sure didn't hold back this time. The event offers a whole lot of luxuries as the event rolls around the corner. Formula One fans can have the craziest experience of their life, as the packages offered in the grand event vary from $500 for general tickets to the maximum amount of up to $5,000 for premium tickets. The event also offers a 3-day pass worth $1,617. The central hub for entertainment will be the T-Mobile Zone. At Sphere will be the host, featuring performances by top artists of the world and quintessential Las Vegas shows like Cirque du Soleil. As extravagant as it sounds, the premium packages will allow the people to enjoy VIP services ranging from deluxe amenities, lavish spots for premium views, and plush hospitality from services. The whole experience will be much more than just a race. Beyond the race, fans can look forward to immersive activities like having a personal chef and being served food made by world-class chefs. There will also be live entertainment sessions, and fans will have access to the F1 Paddock Club and even the chance to take a spin in an F1 car. The extravagance of the event screams of the budget itself. And it's true, the budget allocated for it is way higher than anyone can even imagine. The projected scale of the event goes around an estimated amount of hundreds of millions of dollars, all to ensure the brilliance and perfection of logistics, safety, and most significantly, infrastructure. The mixed collaboration of sponsors and organizers like Liberty Media, local government, and private stakeholders is a joint effort towards the promotion of positivity, cultural importance, and economic stability. The Nevada Electric Semi-Truck manufacturing plant will profoundly alter the landscape of logistics and freight in America, as it mass produces emission-reducing electric freight semi-trucks that operate in a business generally well known for its immense negative environmental footprint. Sited in Nevada, this is all part of the effort done elsewhere, specifically at Manteno, in producing advanced lithium battery production vital to the motive power that is not only for electric vehicles, but also massive freight trucks. The plant covers an area of 100 acres in Nevada. The facility is supposed to consist of several buildings that include testing facilities, support structures, and assembly lines. The layout designed for the facility includes gigantic warehouses for storing raw materials like lithium-ion battery cells and robotic arms for assembly purposes. The electric semi-trucks will prove to be tough rivals for diesel trucks because of their long-range capabilities and luxurious features like high-efficiency motors, advanced battery management systems, and lightweight materials showcasing their improved performance. By incorporating the usage of renewable energy sources, the Nevada facility will give wings to the goal of promoting green energy. The plant will facilitate its energy sources primarily through solar power. Talking about eco-friendly features, waste and emissions from the manufacturing process will be minimized through strategic recycling programs and energy-efficient systems. The factory will also prefer electric power over fossil fuels to reduce its own carbon footprint and unnecessary emissions of harmful waste. In conclusion, the Nevada Electric Semi-Truck manufacturing plant aims to be a manufacturer and an example of green, sustainable practice by industries. It will contribute, thereby, to the larger transition in regards to sustainable transportation by fulfilling a great need for transportation, for electrifying the freight industry in an economy. Aimed to modernize the aging Interstate 70 corridor, the Central 70 project is a transformative infrastructure endeavor in Denver, Colorado. The project intends to improve efficiency in transportation, safety, and urban connectivity while also addressing community and environmental concerns. This project includes the expansion of the highway, which will be done by reconstructing a 10-mile expansion in Interstate 70, stretching from Brighton Boulevard all the way to Chamber Roads. An express line will also be added in each direction to relieve the traffic flow from either side. The layout plan also features a park landscaped over 4 acres, which will be built over a designated part of the highway, intended for creating a community space to reduce the noise from the roadway. The park will hold playgrounds, recreational spaces, and areas for community events. The project pays extra attention towards the preservation of the environment and improved air quality through modern vehicle emissions and urban greenery. It also features an upgraded stormwater management system, which will prove helpful in reducing the risk of floods in the future. The best part about Central 70 is that it integrates the intelligent transportation system in the highway's maintenance, which includes real-time traffic monitoring and dynamic lane management systems. Central 70 is estimated to cost $1.2 billion, which will be managed by funds from federal and state grants, private investments, and toll revenue collected from the express lanes. The completion of this plan will resolve a lot of issues. It will enhance the mobility of the region's traffic and help ease the traffic congestion, saving people's time and making their commute easy. The modernized structure of the highway will follow the safety protocols and promote the prevention of accidents and risky situations. While this huge expansion can be a game changer for the areas in question, it can cause some problems too. The cost allocated for the completion of this project is too high and could cause a strain on the budget, while the ongoing construction has caused discomfort to civilians in the form of detours and delays. Some worry that the upgrades could lead to a hike in nearby property values and displace long-term residents. The Interstate 70 corridor is one of the most important modifications for Denver's economy and mobility, but has long suffered from aging infrastructure, congestion, and neighborhood divisions. The project will modernize the highway while fostering urban revitalization and addressing community needs. We've talked about transit through ground, but shouldn't there be some kind of project for transiting through air too? Well, actually there is. As Texas paves the way for seamless urban transit, Chicago takes it up a notch and introduces a new project regarding air transit, and it's known as the Chicago O'Hare Airport Upgrade. This project is as big as a plane, and the budget allocated for it touches the sky too. $8.5 billion. Chicago O'Hare is one of the busiest airports in the United States. It is currently undergoing an expensive transformation to provide its passengers with an enhanced experience and increase the operational efficiency of the airport. The upgrade is called the O'Hare 21 project, which is supposed to maintain Chicago's status as an international transit hub. The O'Hare project's main highlight is the O'Hare Global Terminal, a state-of-the-art facility that is to replace Terminal 2. This upgrade will integrate international and domestic flights, offering smooth connection between flights and increased capacity for airplanes. The renovations and expansion of Terminals 1, 3, and 5 will have the newly added features of updated gates, lounges, and luxuries to make the people comfortable during long stays and waiting. The technology enhancement included in this project is the most modern upgrade for the airport. The old baggage handling systems are replaced with new ones with automated check-in to ensure a smooth and safe transition, and advanced security are part of the upgrade. Just like any other project, the O'Hare project also prioritizes an eco-friendly environment over anything. To make sure energy-efficient designs, natural lighting, and eco-friendly materials are used over other options. To ensure a smooth transit and flow of passengers, 25 new gates will be added. This will reduce any delays and accommodate larger aircraft at a time. More gates will minimize bottlenecks. These upgrades are bound to make the airport capable of handling 25% more passengers, which would ease up the congestion. Improved terminals will let the passengers enjoy a lavish experience, loaded with perks like world-class dining, shopping, and waiting areas. The construction period and increased workload will generate high-paying jobs, which will stimulate economic growth and increase tourism and business travel. O'Hare is a critical spot in the world of aviation and struggles with the problems faced because of aging infrastructure and rising public demands. The upgrade addresses these challenges. Once the renovations are finished, O'Hare might just prove to be an even tougher competition for other global hubs like Dubai and Singapore. O'Hare 21 project sets a new blueprint for the future of global aviation by motivating other states to invest in aviation and make the quality of their services better and more comfortable. The Sound Transit 3 is an ambiguous and innovative effort toward expanding public transportation networks across the Puget Sound region. Since Seattle is facing rapid population growth, the need for efficient and sustainable transportation has grown inevitable. ST3 aims to relieve various problems like congestion, reduction of the emission of greenhouse gases, increase the accessibility of the transit network in the region, and improve mobility. The main target of the project is the expansion of the Sound Transit light rail system, which will be extended to almost 62 miles. New railway lines will be laid from the downtown core of Seattle to some suburban areas like Redmond, South Kirkland, Linwood, and Ballard. The expansion will lead to the creation of 30 more stations, which will provide citizens with economic, cultural, and transportation hubs, and ensure a reliable and frequent mode of service. In addition to the rail network, the project also focuses on introducing new BRT systems, which will redefine connectivity in the region. The BRT systems will connect faraway regions that won't have access to light rail facilities due to excessive distance. This addition will enable a flexible mode of transit and make sure that people living in more remote parts of the region have the opportunity to avail public transportation to its fullest without unnecessary delays. The ST3 project secures a key part in the environmental strategies of Seattle. The increased chance to adopt public transportation will help people get rid of traveling through vehicles like cars and bikes, and reduce the irregular congestion typically caused by too many vehicles. The plan smoothly aligns with the region's goal of net zero emissions by 2050 and promotes health and safety since the light rail is specifically designed to run on green energy. ST3 is estimated to have a huge budget of $54 billion. The massive funding required to do so will be driven by an increase in sales tax approved by voters in 2016. The remaining budget will come from the joint contribution of federal grants, bonds, and loans, as well as funds from state and local governments. As plush as it sounds, the project will cost the state a lot more than money. The hefty price of the project will increase the political pressure and will be the reason for problems like the rise in construction costs and the potential delays that will accompany its completion. The Manteno EV lithium battery manufacturing plant is another major development that intends to modernize and green the industries. The growth of sustainable transportation does not only apply to the public transportation sector, but also goes down to the manufacturing sector. It includes areas such as electric vehicle production and battery development. The colossal manufacturing plant will cover over 150 acres of land and will focus on the production of lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles. The Manteno EV lithium battery manufacturing plant is estimated to cost around $4 billion. This investment will support the facility's extensive infrastructure, including high-tech manufacturing lines and clean energy systems. The facility will be equipped with multiple high-tech production lines, which will produce a substantial number of 40,000 megawatt-hours of batteries annually. To ensure a smooth production process, the incorporation of advanced automation and robotics will prove worthy. The facility will house multiple manufacturing buildings, warehouses, and research and development areas. The plant is designed to maximize the efficiency of the manufacturing process, with separate areas for battery production, testing, and quality control. Since the plan aligns with the goal of keeping the environment clean and preserved, the plant will be powered by renewable energy sources for secure green manufacturing. The Manteno facility strictly incorporates recycling trends and programs to reduce waste and provide a sustainable core to the project. This project will greatly reduce the US's reliance on foreign sources like lithium for electric vehicle batteries. The green tech sectors, manufacturing department, and logistics will create hundreds of thousands of employment opportunities for individuals. Furthermore, the plant will boost the economy of Illinois by improving its position and making it a leader in the sector of clean energy. The Governor Mario M. Cuomo Bridge, which replaced the aging Tappan Zee Bridge, is one of the most significant bridge projects in the history of New York. Costing $4 billion, this twin-span cable-stayed bridge stretches 3.1 miles across the Hudson River, connecting Rockland and Westchester counties. Completed in 2018, it represents a triumph of modern engineering and infrastructure innovation. The bridge features 2 spans, each supporting 8 lanes of traffic with a shared pedestrian and bike path, offering scenic views of the Hudson River. Its design includes sleek cable-stayed towers, which not only enhance its aesthetic appeal, but also provide structural efficiency. The lighting system incorporates energy-efficient LEDs that illuminate the bridge in vibrant colors for special occasions. Additionally, the bridge is equipped with state-of-the-art monitoring systems to ensure structural health and safety. Building the Cuomo Bridge required innovative methods to minimize environmental and community impact. Engineers employed precast concrete sections, which were manufactured off-site and transported to the construction area, reducing on-site work and improving efficiency. The foundation consists of large-diameter steel piles driven deep into the riverbed to anchor the bridge securely. To accelerate the construction timeline, a custom-built floating crane, nicknamed iLift-NY, was used to lift massive bridge components into place. The project emphasized sustainability, incorporating durable materials to extend the bridge's lifespan to 100 years. The bridge's design reduces maintenance needs, and its LED lighting system is energy efficient. Special care was taken to protect the Hudson River's ecosystem during construction, including the creation of artificial habitats for fish. The Cuomo Bridge has improved traffic flow for 135,000 daily vehicles, reducing congestion and enhancing safety. It has also revitalized the regional economy by creating thousands of construction jobs and stimulating local businesses. The pedestrian and bike path further enhances community access and promotes eco-friendly transportation. While the bridge is celebrated as an engineering feat, it faced criticism for its high cost and project delays. Despite these challenges, it stands as a vital link for the transportation network in New York. Next up, we have to talk about an $8 billion plan to save LaGuardia Airport, one of the largest airport reconstruction projects in history. Once criticized for its outdated infrastructure and passenger experience, LaGuardia is now undergoing a complete transformation. This modernization project involves constructing entirely new terminals, upgrading runways, and improving accessibility. The key components include a state-of-the-art Terminal B, a new Terminal C for Delta Airlines, and a central arrivals and departures hall that connects all terminals seamlessly. The state-of-the-art facility at LaGuardia will span 1.3 million square feet, featuring 37 gates across 4 concourses. There's also a direct-to-security luggage drop-off option. Passengers will enjoy security features, improved transportation access, additional taxiways to reduce delays, iconic public art, gourmet food offerings, and more. The restrooms have corridors behind them, so janitors can empty the trash without disturbing customers. The entrances have mosaic murals representing different parts of New York City. One of the standout features of the terminal is its aquagraphic water curtains integrated into the design of the terminal. These curtains, located on the 4th level of the Arrivals and Departures Hall, create a mesmerizing visual experience by using 450 solenoid valves, manipulating water into precise, figurative, and abstract forms. The water ballet is synchronized with light projections and video displays, turning the airport into an artistic space for travelers. The project involves demolishing existing structures and replacing them with state-of-the-art terminals, such as the newly completed Terminal B. Modular construction methods have been used to minimize disruptions to airport operations. The new terminals feature large-span steel trusses, allowing for open, airy interiors without compromising structural integrity. A signature pedestrian bridge connecting Terminal B to 2 concourses was built using prefabricated sections. Modern baggage handling systems and smart technology have been integrated to improve efficiency and reduce wait times. The project also includes enhanced transportation links to and from the airport. The improved connections to the New York City subway system and a dedicated bus terminal make LaGuardia more accessible to travelers across the city. The new design will also focus on sustainability, with the integration of energy-efficient systems and eco-friendly materials throughout the airport. The renovation will add state-of-the-art security features, expanded concourses, and more comfortable seating areas for travelers. The new LaGuardia will be able to handle 30 million passengers annually by 2025. Next, we have to talk about the incredible Central Park Tower, soaring 1,550 feet above New York City. This tower holds the title of the tallest residential building in the world. Located on Billionaires Row along West 57th Street, this architectural marvel represents luxury and engineering mastery. Completed in 2020, it redefines urban living while contributing to the iconic Manhattan skyline. Its construction began in 2014 with the goal of combining cutting-edge engineering with luxury. The prime location of the tower offers unparalleled views of Central Park and beyond, making it a coveted address for the world's elite. With a total cost of approximately $3 billion, the building houses 179 ultra-luxurious residences, including a triplex penthouse, along with premium commercial spaces. Residents enjoy access to the Central Park Club, a 3-story private club featuring a ballroom, outdoor terrace, and a 60-foot swimming pool. Other amenities include a state-of-the-art fitness center, private dining spaces, and unparalleled views of Central Park. While luxury is its hallmark, Central Park Tower incorporates sustainable features. High-performance glass reduces energy consumption by optimizing natural light while minimizing heat gain. Efficient HVAC systems and LED lighting further enhance energy efficiency. Central Park Tower stands 98 stories tall with a unique cantilever design that extends over neighboring structures to maximize views. The exterior features a sleek curtain wall facade made of reflective glass and stainless steel, enhancing its modern aesthetic. The structure employs a concrete and steel core to ensure stability and withstand high wind pressures, a necessity for super tall skyscrapers. Advanced damping systems minimize swaying, ensuring comfort for residents on higher floors. The interiors of the tower reflect sophistication, with premium materials like marble, custom woodwork, and high-end fixtures. Residents also enjoy exclusive amenities spread across 5,000 square feet, including a private club, fitness center, spa, and a 60-foot indoor pool. Building a skyscraper of this scale poses significant challenges, including navigating strict zoning regulations in New York and coordinating complex logistics in a densely populated area. Modular construction techniques and a high-strength concrete mix were employed to expedite the process. workers meticulously assembled the cantilevered sections of the building to ensure structural integrity without compromising aesthetic appeal. But just wait until you hear about the Buffalo Bills Stadium, officially named Highmark Stadium. Located in Orchard Park, New York, the project aims to give fans an unparalleled game day experience while boosting regional pride. The original Highmark Stadium, built in 1973, has served as the home for the Buffalo Bills for 5 decades. However, the aging structure no longer meets the demands of modern football or fans. In response, a new $1.5 billion project was approved in 2022, marking the largest investment in Buffalo sports history. The new Buffalo Bills Stadium will cover 1.35 million square feet with a seating capacity of 6,000 talents. It will feature a partial canopy roof to protect fans from Buffalo's unpredictable weather while maintaining an open-air field to preserve the essence of outdoor football. The design includes state-of-the-art amenities like advanced video boards, immersive sound systems, and expansive concourse areas. Enhanced VIP suites, fan zones, and technology-driven experiences aim to elevate spectator engagement. Construction began in early 2023 and is set to complete by the 2026 NFL season. The project uses modular construction techniques, allowing for faster assembly and better quality control. High-strength steel and precast concrete ensure the structure's durability and safety. One of the most impressive aspects of the stadium is the canopy structure. Engineers are using high-strength steel and tension cables to create a lightweight yet durable canopy system. This design minimizes obstructions, ensuring clear sightlines for fans while withstanding harsh weather conditions, including heavy snow and high winds. The foundation of the stadium required extensive excavation and reinforcement to accommodate the weight of the canopy and ensure long-term stability. Advanced drainage systems are being installed to handle Buffalo's frequent rainfall and prevent water damage to the structure. Prefabrication techniques are being used to speed up construction. Components of the canopy and seating sections are manufactured off-site and assembled on-site, reducing costs and construction time. The stadium incorporates sustainable practices, such as energy-efficient systems and rainwater harvesting. Materials are sourced locally to minimize environmental impact, aligning with Buffalo's commitment to green development. The project is expected to create 10,000 jobs during construction and inject millions into the local economy. Once completed, the stadium will host NFL games, concerts, and events, making it a year-round hub for activity and revenue. Let's travel over to the Hudson Tunnel Project, a $16 billion undertaking that seeks to transform rail infrastructure between New York and New Jersey. This project is critical to modernizing the Northeast Corridor, the most heavily traveled rail line in the United States. Once completed, it will ensure seamless transit for Amtrak and New Jersey Transit passengers, improving reliability and safeguarding operations against future natural disasters. The existing North River Tunnel, built over a century ago, suffered severe damage during Superstorm Sandy in 2012. The storm left behind structural weaknesses, necessitating urgent rehabilitation. The NRT serves as the single passenger rail link between Manhattan and the western US, connecting Washington, D.C. to Boston. Without upgrades, the tunnel bottleneck risks a daily $100 million economic impact, reflecting the 20% contribution of the Northeast Corridor to the national economy. The project involves building a 2.4-mile double-track tunnel beneath the Hudson River, stretching from Bergen Palisades in New Jersey to Manhattan. Central to its scope is the rehabilitation of the North River Tunnel, addressing extensive structural and flood damage sustained over the years. Then, a concrete casing at Hudson Yards will ensure a seamless connection to Penn Station, integrating the new infrastructure into the existing rail network. To safeguard rail operations from future extreme weather events, new floodgates will be installed, providing enhanced protection against rising waters. The tunnel will incorporate state-of-the-art engineering with advanced flood resilience measures. This includes a robust drainage system, climate-resistant materials, and modern ventilation for improved air quality. The construction utilizes state-of-the-art engineering technologies to address the unique challenges of tunneling beneath a riverbed. Tunnel boring machines excavate the 2.4-mile route, ensuring precise tunneling through dense geological formations. These massive machines carve through rock and soil while simultaneously installing precast concrete tunnel linings, providing immediate structural support. Advanced geotechnical monitoring systems track ground stability in real time, minimizing risks during construction. Meanwhile, robotic systems streamline the application of waterproofing membranes, ensuring the tunnel remains impervious to leaks. Scheduled for phased completion, the new tunnel is expected to open in 2035, with the rehabilitated NRT operational by 2038. Once completed, the Hudson Tunnel project will transform rail travel, accommodating nearly 200,000 passengers daily. The project is expected to create 72,000 new jobs and $19 billion in economic activity. But this is just one of the smaller mega projects on our list. But have you ever heard about the remarkable Spiral Tower? Rising 1041 feet above Hudson Yards in Manhattan, the Spiral is a $3.7 billion skyscraper that redefines sustainable and innovative architecture. The Spiral was conceived as a mixed-use development offering office spaces, retail, and public amenities. Its name comes from the cascading terraces that spiral around the building, creating a continuous ribbon of green spaces from top to bottom. This unique feature connects all floors with landscape terraces, symbolizing an architectural evolution toward greener urban environments. The tower provides 2.85 million square feet of office space and luxurious amenities. A striking feature is its 66th floor open-air terrace and clubhouse, offering panoramic views of the city. The interiors seamlessly blend modern aesthetics with functionality, creating an atmosphere of sophistication. Its facade features high-performance glazing to maximize natural light while minimizing heat gain, contributing to energy efficiency. The advanced irrigation system conserves 4.5 million gallons of water annually compared to traditional systems. Its construction involved modular building techniques, accelerating the assembly of its complex design. Steel and concrete were the primary materials, ensuring structural integrity while accommodating its unique spiraling terraces. Prefabricated components were brought to the site and assembled with millimeter precision, reducing construction time and waste. To ensure stability, engineers implemented an advanced core and outrigger system, which provides resistance against wind forces and seismic activity. The building also features rainwater collection systems integrated into the terraces, enabling irrigation for the lush greenery. The Spiral incorporates cutting-edge sustainable technologies. Its green terraces improve air quality and reduce urban heat, while smart systems monitor and optimize energy use in real time. The building also includes advanced HVAC systems and water-efficient plumbing, reducing its environmental footprint. Next up, we have to talk about the $119 billion New York City seawall project, an ambitious response to rising sea levels and increasing storm surges. Known as the Big U, this protective infrastructure aims to shield the city from the devastating effects of climate change. The devastating impact of Hurricane Sandy in 2012 underscored the vulnerability of the city to extreme weather events, with over $70 billion in damages. In response, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers developed the New York Harbor Storm Surge Barrier Plan. The seawall will stretch approximately 6 miles along the coastline, acting as a barrier to shield New York Harbor and lower Manhattan from extreme weather events. This ambitious project will storm gates, levees, and natural wetlands restoration to absorb water and reduce storm impact. This 20-foot tall seawall is part of a $10 billion plan to climate-proof New York City. It will include a public walkway that can host events like concerts and marathons. Building a seawall of this magnitude requires advanced engineering to ensure resilience against powerful storms and rising tides. Engineers are using a combination of reinforced concrete and steel structures to construct the barrier. Deep foundation piles are driven into the seabed to anchor the wall securely. The project also integrates movable storm gates, which can close during severe weather and reopen for normal maritime traffic. Hydrodynamic modeling and simulations were conducted to optimize the design and placement of walls. Advanced modeling techniques, including AI-based simulations, have been employed to predict storm behavior and optimize barrier placement. The wall incorporates tidal gates to maintain water flow and preserve the ecological balance of the harbor. Some sections feature living shorelines, blending natural habitats with engineered defenses to promote biodiversity and reduce wave energy. The project involves dredging, reinforced piling, and innovative materials resistant to erosion and saltwater corrosion. Despite the staggering cost of $119 billion, the seawall is projected to save over $200 billion in potential damages. Once completed, the seawall will protect New York City from catastrophic flooding and redefine urban waterfront living. Let's move over to the One Vanderbilt, which was completed in 2020 and redefined the New York City skyline as a towering example of engineering brilliance. Located adjacent to Grand Central Terminal, this $3.3 billion skyscraper is a symbol of innovation and sustainability, merging functionality with breathtaking design. The project was conceived in 2010 as part of Midtown East's rezoning plan, aimed at revitalizing the area. Construction began in 2016, with the goal of creating a state-of-the-art commercial hub that integrates seamlessly with public transit systems. One Vanderbilt stands at 1,401 feet, making it the fourth tallest building in New York City. It offers 1.7 million square feet of office space spread over 58 stories, designed to accommodate thousands of workers. The tower features Summit One Vanderbilt, an immersive observation deck at 10-63 feet, providing panoramic views of the city. Advanced elevator systems reduce wait times, enhancing efficiency. The construction of One Vanderbilt presented significant challenges due to its proximity to Grand Central Terminal. Engineers had to ensure the tower's foundation did not disrupt the historic infrastructure beneath. To achieve this, they used drilled caissons to transfer the building's weight deep into the bedrock, ensuring stability. The structure incorporates a steel and concrete hybrid frame, providing the strength needed to withstand wind forces at such heights. Engineers also designed the building with tapered setbacks, reducing wind loads and giving the tower its iconic shape. A tuned mass damper, weighing hundreds of tons, is installed near the top to counteract swaying and enhance comfort for occupants. Modular construction accelerated timelines while maintaining quality. Its glass curtain wall facade minimizes heat gain while maximizing natural light, contributing to energy efficiency. Integration with Grand Central Terminal involved building a direct transit connection, allowing seamless access to subway and commuter trains. This made One Vanderbilt a central transit-oriented development. The $3.3 billion project not only transformed Midtown Manhattan, but also generated thousands of construction jobs. It's time for a much taller project called 270 Park Avenue, which is soon to be the global headquarters of JP Morgan Chase. Towering 1,388 feet with 60 stories, this state-of-the-art structure redefines the workplace with cutting-edge technology, sustainability, and architectural innovation. The previous structure at 270 Park Avenue, built in the late 1950s, was designed for 3,500 employees. However, as JP Morgan Chase grew, so did its needs. The new tower, conceptualized as a timeless addition to the skyline in New York, will accommodate up to 14,000 employees. Its design celebrates iconic architecture in legacy while embracing the future of workplace environments with flexibility and collaboration at its core. The building has a state-of-the-art gym, gourmet dining, and outdoor terraces with skyline views. The project began with the demolition of the original building in 2019, marking one of the largest voluntary demolitions of a structure in history. Remarkably, 97% of the materials from the old building were recycled or upcycled, far exceeding industry standards for green building projects. The new tower is being built using a hybrid structural system of steel and reinforced concrete. This all-electric tower will be the largest in New York City with net zero operational emissions. Powered entirely by renewable energy from a New York State hydroelectric plant, the building incorporates advanced systems to ensure energy efficiency. Features include triple-pane glazing on the facade and automatic solar shades integrated with HVAC systems. These also include intelligent building technology that uses sensors and AI to optimize energy consumption. Water efficiency is another highlight, with advanced storage and reuse systems reducing water consumption by over 40%. The terraces in the building and a large public plaza offer natural green spaces, enhancing urban biodiversity and promoting well-being for workers and visitors alike. The unique structural system of the building employs fan columns and triangular bracing, enabling it to lift 80 feet off the ground. This creates an expansive open area at street level, offering 2.5 times more outdoor space along Park and Madison Avenues. Wider sidewalks and public plazas make the area more pedestrian-friendly while maintaining a seamless architectural flow. Let's talk about the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, officially known as Interstate 278. Constructed between 1939 and 1964, this iconic roadway is not just a vital piece of infrastructure, but also a symbol of urban planning challenges. Designed by Robert Moses, the BQE spans 11.7 miles, serving as a critical link for commuters, freight traffic, and tourists navigating the city. The BQE was initially conceived as part of an ambitious plan presented by Moses to modernize New York's roadways. Built to accommodate mid-20th century traffic demands, it became a significant economic driver for the region. However, the design of the expressway, including its cantilevered triple-deck section along the Brooklyn Heights Promenade, was a marvel of its time. It lacked foresight for the growing population and vehicle load of the 21st century. Decades of wear and tear have taken a toll on the BQE, particularly its aging infrastructure, including corroding steel beams and crumbling concrete. The triple cantilever section of the expressway, carrying up to 150,000 vehicles daily, is now considered structurally unsound, leading to urgent calls for reconstruction. The BQE features multiple sections, including elevated, sunken, and cantilevered structures. The cantilevered portion, perched beneath the Brooklyn Heights Promenade, is a unique engineering feat, but presents significant challenges for rehabilitation. It supports 3 layers of traffic and a pedestrian promenade, requiring innovative solutions for repair without disrupting the bustling traffic flow or the community above. Current discussions for the BQE's overhaul include replacing the deteriorating sections with modern materials and designs to accommodate contemporary traffic demands. Estimated costs for reconstruction range from $1.7 billion to $4 billion, depending on the chosen plan. Proposals for the modernization of BQE include building a temporary roadway while repairing the cantilever. They'll probably reroute traffic through adjacent streets, or even convert sections into a boulevard to reduce vehicular congestion. Incorporating sustainable materials, advanced traffic management systems, and noise-reducing technology are integral to these plans. The deteriorating condition of BQE underscores the pressing need for investment in infrastructure.
Next up, it's time to visit the Mackinac Bridge project. Known affectionately as Big Mac or Mighty Mac, this bridge links Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas, thus uniting what nature had divided. Located in Michigan, the Mackinac Bridge was completed in 1957 after 3.5 years of construction, overcoming numerous challenges posed by geography and climate. At the time of its completion, the Mackinac Bridge was the world's longest suspension bridge between anchorages, a title it held for many years. Spanning an impressive total length of about 5 miles, with a central span of 3,800 feet, the bridge was a marvel that required extraordinary engineering prowess and innovation. The construction cost was approximately $100 million, equivalent to nearly $1 billion today. Constructing the Mackinac Bridge was a colossal undertaking involving the coordination of hundreds of workers. The project faced many challenges, including harsh weather conditions that could change swiftly, posing risks to workers and the structural integrity of the emerging bridge. Winter gales and fog were routine obstacles that required innovative solutions, such as heated scaffolds and special gear for workers. One of the most notable aspects of the Mackinac Bridge's construction was the use of pioneering techniques for deep water caisson construction. These massive caissons were sunk to depths of up to 210 feet below the water's surface, a groundbreaking achievement at the time. The bridge's towers, standing at 552 feet above water level, required the transportation and assembly of thousands of tons of steel, sourced from mills across the United States. The Mackinac Bridge greatly simplified travel between the two peninsulas, which previously relied on a ferry service that was often hindered by ice in winter. The total amount of steel used in the bridge, approximately 20 tons, is enough to build nearly 400 tanks. Next up, it's time to talk about the Bob Graham Sunshine Skyway Bridge project. Opened in 1987, this bridge is not just a crucial conduit connecting St. Petersburg with Telosa, but also a masterpiece of engineering. Spanning a total length of 4.1 miles, with a soaring cable-stayed section that stretches 1,200 feet between pylons, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge stands as one of the longest cable-stayed concrete bridges in the world. Constructed at a cost of $244 million, it was developed in response to a catastrophic collision in 1980, when the original bridge was struck by a freighter during a storm, causing a portion to collapse. This new bridge was designed to prevent such a disaster from recurring, featuring 430-foot-tall pylons and a road deck that rises 193 feet above the water, allowing ample clearance for ships passing underneath, thus significantly mitigating the risk of ship collisions. The design of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge integrates advanced engineering techniques, including the use of high-strength, corrosion-resistant steel and aerodynamic concrete pylons, ensuring durability against harsh marine conditions and the threat of hurricanes. The bridge's cables, if laid end-to-end, could stretch over 300 miles, long enough to reach from Tampa to Key West. The construction process itself was a monumental task, employing over 1,000 workers at its peak. These workers braved the challenging conditions of open water to erect the massive pylons and hang the bridge's 21,000 miles of cable. The project not only demanded precision in execution, but also required innovative solutions to minimize environmental impact. But what about the expansion of a massive airport? The O'Hare International Airport expansion is one of the most ambitious airport revitalization efforts in the world. Located in Chicago, Illinois, this massive undertaking aims to propel O'Hare into the future of aviation. With a projected budget of $8.5 billion, this expansion is not just a facelift, but a complete transformation aimed at increasing capacity and improving efficiency. Officially launched in 2019, the O'Hare 21 project is slated for completion in 2028. It includes a major overhaul of Terminal 5, the construction of a new Global Terminal 2, and the addition of 2 new satellite concourses. These improvements will expand terminal space by a staggering 60%, allowing O'Hare to handle the anticipated increase in passenger traffic, which is expected to exceed 100 million passengers annually by the project's completion. The centerpiece of the expansion is the new Global Terminal, designed to be the first of its kind in the United States, which will replace the existing Terminal 2. The terminal will cover approximately 2.2 million square feet, making it one of the largest aviation facilities in the country, roughly equivalent in size to 35 football fields. Construction at one of the busiest airports in the world presents unique challenges, particularly maintaining day-to-day operations while managing massive construction efforts. The project employs over 5,000 workers, utilizing innovative construction methods such as prefabricated materials and modular construction techniques to minimize disruption. These methods not only expedite the building process, but also help manage the logistical complexities of working within an operational airport. The O'Hare expansion will also address some of the airport's long-standing issues, such as congestion both on the tarmac and inside the terminals. By redesigning gate layouts and improving the configuration of taxiways and runways, the project aims to significantly reduce taxi times and delays, thus solving a critical problem that has plagued O'Hare for decades. Let's move over to the next megaproject. Spanning the Hudson River in New York, the Governor Mario M. Cuomo Bridge is a stunning feat of engineering that has reshaped the transportation landscape between Rockland and Westchester counties. Completed in 2018, this impressive structure replaced the aging Tappan Zee Bridge. The project, named after the late New York governor, represents a monumental investment in infrastructure, with a total cost of approximately $4 billion. Constructed over 5 years, the project faced numerous challenges, including maintaining traffic flow on the existing bridge while the new spans were being built parallel to it. The project utilized advanced construction techniques such as floating cranes, one of the largest in the world, known as the I-Lift New York Super Crane, which lifted and placed sections weighing up to 1,200 tons. The bridge stretches approximately 3 miles in length, with each of the twin spans measuring around 1,200 feet at their longest span. These spans are supported by 8 419-foot towers, which are angled outwardly, a design choice that not only provides structural efficiency, but also gives the bridge its visually striking profile. One of the unique aspects of the Cuomo Bridge is its accommodation for various transportation modes. It includes not only 8 traffic lanes, but also a shared-use path for bicycles and pedestrians, featuring 6 scenic overlooks and art installations. In terms of materials, the bridge incorporates more than 220 million pounds of American-made steel and 300,000 cubic yards of concrete. To put the size of the project into perspective, the amount of cable used in the bridge's stay cables could stretch from New York City to Chicago if laid end-to-end. Special features of the bridge include its resilience to extreme weather conditions, designed to withstand the increasing frequency of severe weather events. It is built with corrosion-resistant steel and concrete to ensure a lifespan of over 100 years, significantly improving on the durability of its predecessor. But we have to talk about a gigantic station megaproject next. Miami Central Station, strategically situated in the heart of downtown Miami, Florida, is a transformative infrastructure and transit development that epitomizes the future of urban transportation in the southeastern United States. Officially opened in 2018, this expansive multimodal hub integrates commuter rail, intercity rail, and future high-speed rail, forging a new standard for transit connectivity in the region. The project, which is part of the broader Miami Intermodal Center, required an investment of over $2 billion and brought together a wide array of transportation systems under one roof. Miami Central not only serves as a vital junction point for Brightline services connecting Miami with Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach, but also accommodates Metrorail and Tri-Rail services, facilitating seamless travel across multiple transit lines. Spanning several city blocks, Miami Central Station is designed with a sleek, modern aesthetic that incorporates state-of-the-art architectural elements. One of the most significant challenges during the construction was integrating the new facilities with existing transit services while minimizing disruption to daily commuters. This involved careful planning and phased construction strategies, including the strategic placement of platforms and the careful coordination of numerous construction teams working in a densely urbanized area. The station's architectural design required innovative construction techniques to support its complex, multi-level structure. This includes the use of high-strength steel and reinforced concrete capable of supporting heavy rail components and high passenger footfalls, while also withstanding Florida's challenging weather conditions, including the threat of hurricanes. In terms of scale, Miami Central's construction involved moving thousands of tons of earth and laying miles of new track activities comparable to erecting a small city. We travel over to San Francisco next for the redevelopment of their international airport. This expansive project, known as the Airport Development Plan, is set to reshape the airport by enhancing capacity and passenger experience through a series of ambitious construction initiatives. Commenced in 2016 with a strategic plan, the development is budgeted at over $7 billion. One of the cornerstone projects within this expansion is the renovation of Terminal 1, a project that began in 2016 with a budget of approximately $2.4 billion. The terminal's revamp includes the construction of a new boarding area with additional gates, upgraded baggage systems, and new dining and retail spaces. The airport's plans also include the enhancement of airfield safety. These changes are designed to improve the efficiency of aircraft movements on the ground, thereby reducing taxi times and minimizing delays. San Francisco International Airport is also focusing heavily on sustainability, aiming to become one of the world's first zero-net energy airport campuses. Solar panels, energy-efficient buildings, and water conservation systems are integral to this vision. The challenges of executing such a vast project in an active airport environment are immense. Construction teams have had to carefully phase their work to minimize disruption to travelers, manage noise levels, and ensure that airport security is uncompromised. It's time to move over to the Blue Plains Tunnel next. This massive infrastructure project is a critical component of DC Water's Clean Rivers project, aimed at drastically reducing combined sewer overflows into the Anacostia, Potomac Rivers, and Rock Creek. The tunnel, completed in 2015, stretches over 2,400 feet in length and is located up to 160 feet below the city's surface. This tunnel was designed to capture and store sewage and stormwater runoff during heavy rains, redirecting up to 100 million gallons of overflow that would have otherwise spilled into local waterways. The project's total cost was approximately $580 million, making it not only one of the largest environmental projects in the city's history, but also a significant investment in sustainable infrastructure. Constructing such a vast underground structure in an urban environment presented numerous challenges. The project team had to navigate around existing utilities and subway tunnels, requiring precise mapping and innovative tunneling techniques. The tunnel was constructed using a tunnel boring machine named Lady Bird, a massive piece of machinery that excavated the tunnel's path while simultaneously laying reinforced concrete to form the tunnel walls. The scope of the Blue Plains Tunnel can be compared to the length of nearly 80 football fields laid end to end. The concrete used in the project would be enough to pave a 2-lane road for several miles. Special features of the Blue Plains Tunnel include its state-of-the-art odor control systems designed to treat air before it is vented to the surface, ensuring that the surrounding neighborhoods are not affected by unpleasant smells. But what about the construction of a massive train station? Denver Union Station was reopened in 2014 after a comprehensive $540 million redevelopment, and the historic train station has been reimagined into a vibrant, multimodal hub that anchors Denver's thriving transit-oriented development. Originally constructed in 1881, Denver Union Station had fallen into disrepair and underutilization by the late 20th century. The bold revitalization project, which began in earnest in 2010, was spearheaded by a public-private partnership aiming to revitalize the area while preserving its historic charm. The project covered 19.5 acres and involved the integration of light rail, Amtrak, buses, and new pedestrian and bicycle pathways, creating a nexus of connectivity for the city and the region. One of the most compelling aspects of the Union Station project was the creation of an underground bus concourse. This 22-gate facility spans nearly 1,000 feet in length roughly, the length of 3 football fields situated beneath 1.5 acres of public plaza that includes fountains and space for public events. This innovative design successfully separates bus traffic from pedestrian areas, enhancing safety and urban aesthetic. The station itself houses more than 110,000 square feet of mixed-use development, including retail shops, restaurants, and a hotel, which occupy the historic terminal building. The Denver Union Station project's challenge was to integrate seamlessly into the existing urban fabric, preserving historical elements like the station's iconic travel by train neon sign while introducing cutting-edge infrastructure. Moreover, the project team faced the complex task of coordinating multiple transportation systems in a tight urban core, all while maintaining service for thousands of daily commuters. The economic impact has been profound, with billions of dollars in private investment flowing into the surrounding area since the station's reopening. It's time to talk about the construction of Raleigh Union Station. This transformative project, which officially opened its doors in July 2018, represents a major upgrade from the previous Amtrak station. Costing approximately $111.4 million, the Raleigh Union Station was meticulously designed to rejuvenate the warehouse district of downtown Raleigh, providing a multimodal hub that accommodates train, bus, and taxi services under one roof. Spanning a vast area of 26,000 square feet, the station's main building was once a dilapidated steel fabrication plant, which has been artfully transformed into a state-of-the-art facility while retaining historical architectural elements. This adaptive reuse not only preserves a piece of Raleigh's industrial heritage, but also incorporates green building practices, including a rooftop rainwater collection system that underscores the city's commitment to sustainability. The construction of Raleigh Union Station was a complex endeavor, involving numerous challenges ranging from the preservation of the existing historic structure to integrating advanced technological systems. The project team employed innovative construction methods such as seismic retrofitting to ensure the station's durability and safety, all while maintaining the integrity of the original building's rugged, industrial aesthetic. The station features lofty ceilings and a spacious concourse flooded with natural light, creating an inviting atmosphere for the approximately 160,000 passengers it serves annually. Raleigh Union Station is equipped with longer, high-level platforms that accommodate more passengers and improve the boarding process for Amtrak's Piedmont and Carolinian lines, as well as future high-speed rail services. But how about a massive interstate megaproject? In the heart of Texas, the North Tarrant Express project stands as a testament to transformative infrastructure innovation. Initiated in 2010 and completed in 2014, this project revolutionized 13.3 miles of Northeast Loop 820, an airport freeway designed to address the burgeoning needs of one of the fastest-growing regions in the United States. The project, costing approximately $2.1 billion, wasn't just about expansion. It was about reimagining mobility. By incorporating managed toll lanes known as Texpress lanes, the North Tarrant Express introduced dynamic pricing to manage traffic flow, a first of its kind in Texas. These lanes adjust prices based on real-time traffic conditions, optimizing roadway usage and drastically reducing congestion. Traditional road expansions of this magnitude typically span decades, yet this project compressed timelines into a mere 4 years of construction, all while keeping the highway open. This feat was achieved through around-the-clock work and an innovative approach to staging and materials handling that minimized disruptions to the daily lives of nearly 200,000 drivers. This immense undertaking required the coordination of thousands of workers, from engineers who redesigned interchanges to support smoother traffic flow to expansive construction teams. The North Tarrant Express implemented several green initiatives, such as using recycled materials for roadbeds and deploying advanced stormwater management systems to protect the region's waterways, setting a new standard for eco-friendly construction practices in large-scale infrastructure projects. Moreover, the economic impact of the North Tarrant Express has been profound. By improving access and reducing travel times, the project has spurred growth in local communities, enhanced property values, and attracted new businesses looking to capitalize on improved logistics and accessibility. We have to talk about the Northeast Boundary Tunnel next. This mammoth undertaking, part of the larger Clean Rivers project in Washington, D.C., aims to significantly reduce combined sewer overflows into the Anacostia River, enhancing the river's water quality and complying with federal clean water regulations. The project, which began in 2018, is a critical component in a series of infrastructure improvements designed to modernize the capital's century-old sewer system. Spanning 5 miles in length and located up to 160 feet below ground, the tunnel stretches from the Robert F. Kennedy Stadium to the Rhode Island Avenue NW, with a hefty price tag of approximately $580 million. The construction of the NEBT poses formidable challenges, primarily due to the complexity of drilling a massive tunnel underneath a densely populated urban area. The project utilizes a tunnel boring machine named Chris, a 26-foot diameter behemoth that methodically carves through earth and clay beneath the city. A significant issue the tunnel addresses is the problematic sewer overflow during heavy rainstorms, which historically has led to the pollution of local waterways. The tunnel will capture and store this overflow, transporting it to a treatment facility, thus greatly mitigating the environmental impact and improving the health of the Anacostia River. Throughout the project, DC Water has kept residents informed and involved, addressing concerns ranging from construction noise to local traffic disruptions. Advanced monitoring systems are in place to detect even slight movements of the ground, ensuring that the construction does not affect the integrity of buildings overhead. Next up, it's time to investigate the Huey P. Long Bridge. Since its original completion in 1935, this bridge has stood as a vital link for both rail and vehicle traffic between the eastern and western halves of the metropolitan New Orleans area. The bridge underwent a massive expansion and renovation project that began in 2006 and concluded in 2013, drastically enhancing its capacity and safety. The project's scale was monumental, with a budget of $1.2 billion, making it one of the largest public works projects in Louisiana's history. This extensive modernization aimed to address the bridge's notorious narrow lanes, which were often seen as a bottleneck for traffic and a hazard for drivers. Originally constructed during the Great Depression as part of a nationwide infrastructure initiative, the Huey P. Long Bridge was named after the famed Louisiana Governor Huey P. Long, who was a major proponent of infrastructure projects. At the time of its initial completion, it was among the longest railroad bridges in the United States, featuring a continuous truss design that was a marvel of that era's engineering capabilities. The renovation project expanded the bridge's width, adding wider traffic lanes that increased the overall width from 18 feet to an impressive 43 feet. This expansion included the installation of new roadways and rail lines, significantly increasing the bridge's traffic capacity and safety. The bridge's elevation was a significant challenge, situated 135 feet above the Mississippi River, which necessitated complex vertical construction techniques. Engineers employed high-strength, lightweight concrete and advanced steel composites to handle the loads and stresses involved with such height and width, ensuring long-term durability against the river's powerful currents and the region's frequent severe weather. The construction work involved around 300,000 cubic yards of concrete, enough to fill 90 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Next up, we have to check out the Federal Way Link extension. Located in Washington State, this significant extension aims to enhance connectivity between the densely populated region south of Seattle, spanning from the Angle Lake Station through Des Moines and into Federal Way. The project, managed by Sound Transit, began construction in 2020 and is slated for completion later into 2024. With a budget of approximately $3.1 billion, the Federal Way Link extension will add 7.8 miles of new track to the existing light rail system, promising to significantly ease traffic congestion. Designing and constructing a light rail extension through heavily urbanized areas presents a variety of challenges. One major hurdle has been the need to integrate new rail lines with existing infrastructure, requiring complex engineering solutions to bridge roads, navigate through dense urban landscapes, and minimize disruption to local communities and ecosystems. Extensive tunneling and elevated track sections are key components of the project, designed to ensure that the rail service is both efficient and minimally invasive. The Federal Way extension will include 3 new stations that are being designed with a focus on accessibility, safety, and integration with other modes of transportation, such as buses and pedestrian pathways. The workforce behind this mega project includes hundreds of engineers, construction workers, and safety inspectors. Their expertise is essential in tackling the technical demands of modern rail construction, from laying tracks that can handle high-speed trains to installing sophisticated signaling and communication systems. Upon its completion, the Federal Way Link extension is expected to serve approximately 40,000 passengers daily by 2035. We have to travel to Chicago for the next megaproject. The Chicago Deep Tunnel Project, formerly known as the Tunnel and Reservoir Plan, is an ambitious civil engineering project designed to address the critical issues of urban flooding and water pollution in the city. Spanning over 100 miles of deep, large-diameter tunnels located up to 300 feet beneath the city, the Deep Tunnel Project is one of the largest and most comprehensive urban water projects in the world. With a total estimated cost projected at $3 billion, one of the primary functions of the tunnel is to capture and store stormwater runoff and sewage that would otherwise overflow into the city's rivers and Lake Michigan during heavy rain events. This system can hold up to 2.3 billion gallons of stormwater, significantly reducing the frequency and severity of water pollution incidents and urban flooding in the region. The construction of the Deep Tunnel project has been a monumental undertaking. It required the use of massive tunnel boring machines, some of the largest in the world, which have carved out tunnels with diameters ranging from 9 to 33 feet. One of the distinguishing features of the project is the construction of 3 immense reservoirs designed to work in conjunction with the tunnels. The largest of these, the Thornton Composite Reservoir, was completed in 2015 and covers 300 acres, making it one of the largest man-made reservoirs for stormwater management in the world. Its capacity is so vast that it could theoretically hold all the water used to fill over 2,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. In comparison to other megaprojects, such as the Boston Big Dig or the London Sewer System Upgrade, the Chicago Deep Tunnel project stands out for its scale and its focus on water management in a densely populated urban setting. It's time to investigate the Interstate 70 East project next. This ambitious project, stretching 10 miles from Brighton Boulevard to Chambers Road, is designed to modernize and expand one of the busiest and most critical highway corridors in the state. Launched in 2018 and completed in 2022, the project has an estimated cost of $1.2 billion. One of the most groundbreaking aspects of the Interstate 70 East project is the reconstruction of a 1.8-mile segment of the highway that includes lowering the interstate between Brighton and Colorado Boulevards and placing a 4-acre parkland cap over a portion of the lowered interstate. This innovative design not only facilitates connectivity between the divided neighborhoods of Globeville, Elyria, and Swansea, but also adds much-needed green space to the urban environment. The project includes the widening of the interstate to accommodate one new express lane in each direction, enhancing throughput and reducing travel time. The total width of the newly designed segments reaches up to 300 feet, including new service roads and auxiliary lanes designed to improve local traffic flow alongside the interstate traffic. Construction of the Central 70 has involved massive logistical challenges, including the management of around 5,000 daily construction workers and the strategic phasing of demolition and construction to keep the interstate operational throughout the project.
But the Hudson Tunnel project is arguably even more impressive, which will upgrade some of the most critical infrastructure in America. Beneath the Hudson River lies a vital rail connection between New York and New Jersey. This connection serves over 200,000 daily commuters, making it a lifeline for the Northeast Corridor. The project, part of the Gateway program, aims to modernize these aging tunnels and secure the future of rail travel. The first component is the construction of a new 2-track tunnel. This tunnel will run from the Bergen Palisades in New Jersey to Manhattan. It is designed to add capacity and create redundancy in the system. The second component involves the final phase of the Hudson Yards concrete casing. This section will ensure uninterrupted rail access to Penn Station. The third component is the rehabilitation of the existing North River Tunnel. This tunnel, damaged during Superstorm Sandy in 2012, will be restored to modern standards. Construction is a massive undertaking, involving advanced machinery and precise engineering. Tunnel boring machines will carve through the dense rock beneath the Hudson River. High-capacity cranes will assist in laying massive concrete segments for the tunnels. Specialized rail-laying machines will ensure smooth track installation. This process ensures the tunnels are built to withstand modern demands and extreme weather. The new tunnel is set for completion before the rehabilitation of the existing one begins. This strategy minimizes disruptions while maintaining service for commuters. By 2035, the project aims to provide 4 fully operational tracks beneath the Hudson River. The benefits are transformative. The project will eliminate a single point of failure in the rail network. It will create over 95,000 jobs during construction, boosting the local economy. An estimated $19.6 billion in economic activity will be generated throughout the project's life cycle. The new system will also reduce road congestion, cutting greenhouse gas emissions by 2 million tons annually. This is the equivalent of flying 2.6 million people from New York to San Francisco. The Pennsylvania Railroad began design and construction work of the existing North River Tunnel in February 1903. It was opened to revenue service in November 1910. The two-track North River Tunnel was state-of-the-art in the early 20th century. However, its age and design limitations now hinder reliability. In 2012, Superstorm Sandy worsened these issues, flooding the tunnel and causing lasting damage. The Hudson Tunnel project addresses these challenges, ensuring safe and efficient travel for generations. The Texas High-Speed Rail is a bold step toward revolutionizing transportation in the United States. Connecting Dallas and Houston, this $30 billion project aims to bring Japanese Shinkansen technology to the Lone Star State. This offers a 90-minute journey between two of the fastest-growing cities in the nation. With trains traveling at speeds up to 205 miles per hour, it promises to halve travel times and provide a sustainable alternative to congested highways and overcrowded airports. The route spans 240 miles, starting in Dallas and running through Grimes County before reaching Houston. 3 state-of-the-art stations are planned. The Dallas station will be located in the Cedars District, close to major highways and the K. Hutchison Convention Center. The Brazos Valley Station in Grimes County will connect to Texas A&M University, stimulating local economic development. In Houston, the station will rise at the former Northwest Mall site, offering easy access to the energy corridor and other business hubs. The technology driving this project is the Japanese Shinkansen system, renowned for its safety and reliability. Since its induction in 1964, the Shinkansen has achieved an unbelievable record, with 0 passenger fatalities due to accidents. Texas Central, the private company behind the project, plans to use this proven model, adapted to American needs. The trains will feature wide aisles, fast Wi-Fi, and smooth, frequent services, running every 30 minutes at peak times. Construction of the rail line is expected to leverage advanced engineering and machinery. High-capacity cranes, specialized rail-laying machines, and advanced tunneling equipment will be employed to ensure precision and speed. The relatively flat terrain between Dallas and Houston minimizes the need for extensive tunneling or complex infrastructure. This makes the route ideal for high-speed rail. Despite this, the project has faced challenges, including opposition from landowners and questions about financing. Texas is uniquely suited for high-speed rail. With a population of over 29 million and a GDP exceeding $2 trillion, the growing economy and urban expansion of the state create a strong demand for efficient transportation. Dallas and Houston, home to nearly 20 million people combined, are economic powerhouses. The project could eventually expand to include cities like Austin and San Antonio, further increasing its reach and utility. The benefits of the Texas high-speed rail extend beyond convenience. By reducing car and air travel, the project aims to cut greenhouse gas emissions and alleviate road congestion. It's estimated to create 10,000 construction jobs annually and 1,500 permanent jobs once operational. Moreover, it could serve as a model for other high-speed rail projects across the US. This is sparking a new era of sustainable infrastructure. Despite setbacks and uncertainties, the Texas high-speed rail holds immense potential. If successful, it will redefine how Americans travel, combining speed, sustainability, and innovation. While the road ahead is challenging, the vision of a connected, efficient future keeps the project moving forward. The early 2030s could mark the dawn of high-speed rail in America, with Texas leading the charge. But we have not talked about Sound Transit 3 just yet, which is a monumental transportation infrastructure project aimed at transforming public transit in the Puget Sound region of Washington state. With an estimated budget of $54 billion, ST3 represents one of the largest mass transit expansions in US history. The project extends the existing light rail, commuter rail, and bus rapid transit systems of the region by over 116 miles. Key elements include new light rail lines connecting Seattle to Everett, Tacoma, Ballard, and West Seattle. The project also expands Sounder commuter rail services to South King and Pierce counties and introduces bus rapid transit corridors for faster and more reliable travel. The backbone of ST3 is its light rail network, which will include 37 new stations, bringing the total to over 70. These stations will provide seamless connectivity to major employment centers, residential neighborhoods, and educational institutions. The extension to Tacoma and Everett will significantly reduce travel times, offering commuters a fast, eco-friendly alternative to driving. Light rail trains would run 20 hours per day and every 3 to 6 minutes during peak hours. The plan requires the purchase of 226 new vehicles to operate on the new lines. Sound Transit 3 incorporates advanced technologies to enhance the passenger experience. New stations will feature real-time arrival information, improved accessibility for people with disabilities, and safe, well-lit environments. Parking facilities at key stations will also be expanded to accommodate the growing demand for park and ride services. The ST3 expansion is expected to create thousands of jobs during its construction phase and stimulate economic activity in surrounding areas. By improving access to affordable housing, education, and healthcare, the project also addresses social equity. This ensures that underserved communities benefit from enhanced connectivity. The ambitious scope of ST3 presents several challenges, including budget management, environmental reviews, and community engagement. The pandemic caused delays and increased costs, prompting a re-evaluation of timelines and priorities. Despite these setbacks, major components of the project are expected to be completed by 2041, with interim phases opening earlier. Sound Transit Board has recently approved the route and station locations for the West Seattle Link extension. This action authorizes the project to move forward into the final design phase. Construction is expected to begin in 2027. By 2040, Sound Transit estimates that its services will carry a total of between 561,000 and 695,000 daily riders, with 69% of all transit trips using rail services. We don't have to travel far for the Penn Station Access Project, which is a transformative initiative aimed at improving rail connectivity in New York City. Spearheaded by the MTA, this $2.87 billion project will expand access to Penn Station. More than 600,000 passengers use the station on an average weekday, or up to 1,000 every 90 seconds. It is the busiest passenger transportation facility in the United States and in North America. The project will bring 4 new Metro North Railroad stations to the Bronx: Hunts Point, Parkchester, Van Nest, Morris Park, and Co-op City. These stations will connect directly to Penn Station, reducing travel times and offering a convenient alternative to crowded roadways. By 2027, commuters will have a seamless link between the Bronx and Manhattan, cutting up to 75 minutes off daily commutes. To support this enhanced service, 19 miles of Hellgate Line in Amtrak are being upgraded. This includes track rehabilitation, modernized signals, and updated power and communication systems. Reconfigured interlockings will improve train routing and increase the reliability of both Metro North and Amtrak services. Construction began in December 2022 and is progressing steadily. Long-term single-track outages have allowed crews to work efficiently, improving safety and productivity. Key milestones include the commissioning of the Leggett interlocking in 2024, a crucial component that will enhance operational flexibility. Throughout the construction, public meetings are being held to keep communities informed of progress and upcoming phases. The Penn Station Access Project is expected to drive economic growth in the East Bronx. With 4 new stations, the area will see increased property values, job opportunities, and business development. By improving public transit, the project is all set to reduce traffic congestion and lower air pollution. Fewer cars on the road mean a cleaner environment and more sustainable urban living. The benefits of this project extend far beyond the Bronx. A new one-seat ride between Penn Station and the East Bronx, Westchester, and Connecticut will improve connectivity across the region. The project introduces a second Metro North route into Manhattan, providing an alternative to Grand Central Terminal. This added capacity will support the growing demand for rail service in one of the busiest corridors in the country. Let's move over to New York for the gigantic 2nd Avenue subway project. This heavily delayed development is now a reality that significantly enhances public transit in New York City. With a price tag of over $4.5 billion for its first phase alone, this project is among the most ambitious and expensive transit ventures in America. The 2nd Avenue subway has been on the drawing board since the 1920s. Financial challenges, political hurdles, and engineering complexities repeatedly stalled the project. After decades of setbacks, Phase 1 finally opened in January 2017. This marked the first major expansion of the subway system in New York City in over 50 years. The initial phase added 3 new stations along 2nd Avenue at 72nd, 86th, and 96th Streets. It has extended the Q train to provide service to the Upper East Side. These stations are state-of-the-art, featuring spacious platforms, elevators, escalators, and vibrant artwork. This makes them some of the most visually appealing ones in the system. The 2nd Avenue subway is far from complete. Phase 2, with an estimated cost of $6 billion. This will extend the line north to Harlem, adding 3 more stations at 106th, 116th, and 125th Streets. Additional phases will eventually stretch the line down to Hanover Square in Lower Manhattan. The proposed full line would be 8.5 miles and 16 stations long, serve a projected 560,000 daily riders, and cost more than $17 billion. This project has dramatically reduced congestion on the overcrowded Lexington Avenue line. This was previously the only subway serving the area. It has also improved connectivity for Upper East Side residents, cutting travel times and boosting property values in the neighborhood. The subway has boosted economic development along 2nd Avenue, attracting new businesses, residential projects, and retail establishments. It has also improved accessibility for low-income and minority communities in East Harlem, addressing long-standing inequities in transit service. Despite its successes, the 2nd Avenue subway has faced criticism for its high costs, delays, and limited scope. Each phase has taken years to plan and build, raising questions about the efficiency of large-scale transit projects in the US. In coming years, the 2nd Avenue subway will continue to transform the transit network in New York City. Let's travel to Telosa, a brand new $400 billion future city planned in the States. It's a futuristic city, taking shape in the imagination of tech billionaire Mark Law. Telosa promises to combine the cleanliness of Tokyo, the diversity of New York, and the social services of Stockholm into a groundbreaking urban design. The name of the city comes from Greek, which means something like highest goal. This refers to both sustainability goals and the diversity of the population. Law got this idea from the economist Henry George, who dreamed of a tax-free, communal form of society as early as the 19th century. However, this has so far only been implemented on a very small scale. This gigantic city, around the size of Chicago, will rise from scratch in the middle of desert, covering 150,000 acres. With a vision for sustainability and equity, Telosa will feature eco-friendly architecture, renewable energy systems, and a drought-resistant water supply. Its 15-minute city design ensures residents can reach schools, workplaces, and amenities within a quarter-hour commute. Planners are scouting locations in Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, Texas, and the Appalachian region. Digital renderings by Bianca Ingel's group depict lush greenery on buildings, abundant open spaces, and sunlit streets filled with autonomous vehicles, pedestrians, and bicycles. Fossil fuel-powered vehicles will be banned, creating a clean, quiet, and sustainable transport ecosystem. Smart infrastructure will track energy use, traffic, and public services in real time. Equitism Tower will be built as the Tower of Sustainability. This skyscraper will feature elevated water storage, aeroponic farms, and a photovoltaic roof that generates energy. The tower is designed to share resources efficiently, embodying Telosa's vision for self-sustaining communities. The first phase of Telosa will cover 1,500 acres and house 50,000 residents. Estimated costs for this phase alone are $25 billion, while the entire project is expected to exceed $400 billion. Construction will use advanced technologies, including 3D printing, modular construction methods, and renewable materials to minimize environmental impact. Heavy equipment like electric excavators and robotic construction systems will speed up development while maintaining precision. The project is set to break ground by 2030, with a goal of reaching a population of 5 million within 40 years. The governance in Telosa will emphasize participation and equity, inspired by the philosophy of Henry George. Residents will have a say in budgeting and decision-making processes. Law envisions a city where people, not profits, are at the center, describing it as the most open, fair, and inclusive city in the world. Telosa's unique economic model, equitism, gives residents shared ownership of city land. A foundation will manage land sales, using profits to fund public services. Once the city thrives, its residents will prosper. However, this model requires strong public and philanthropic support to succeed. Telosa faces significant hurdles, particularly in water availability. Building in the desert means addressing drought risks and water rights. Critics argue resources might be better spent retrofitting existing cities. For law, the challenge is proving that starting fresh allows for groundbreaking solutions. We move over to New York for the Hudson Yards project, a $25 billion mega project on the west side of Manhattan, is the largest private real estate development in America's history. Spanning 28 acres, this transformative project has redefined urban living and set a new standard for mixed-use developments. The project features The Edge, which is the highest outdoor sky deck in the Western Hemisphere. This will include more than 18 million square feet of commercial and residential space, along with more than 100 shops. There'll be a collection of restaurants, approximately 4,000 residences, and affordable housing. Then there is The Shed, a cultural venue that hosts performances, art exhibits, and events. This 14 acres of public open space will also include a 750-seat public school, the inaugural Equinox Hotel with 212 rooms, and a first-of-its-kind microgrid and cogen plant. Hudson Yards includes luxury apartments with stunning views and cutting-edge amenities. There'll also be office spaces for major corporations like Facebook, L'Oreal, and Warner Media. This blend of living and working spaces creates a dynamic, self-sustaining community. The shops and restaurants at Hudson Yards offer a premier shopping and dining experience with high-end retailers and world-class chefs. It has become a destination for locals and tourists alike. Hudson Yards incorporates sustainable design elements, including energy-efficient buildings, green roofs, and a district-wide microgrid for power and heating. Residences feature high ceilings and custom interiors, along with a range of state-of-the-art features. From filtered fresh air ducts to Lutron home automation, the development aims to reduce its environmental footprint while creating a modern urban experience. This mega project has created tens of thousands of jobs and generated billions in economic activity. It has also revitalized the west side of Manhattan, turning a once industrial area into a thriving neighborhood. Hudson Yards has faced criticism for its high costs, exclusivity, and limited affordability. Some argue that it caters to the wealthy while neglecting the needs of lower-income residents. We have to talk about the redevelopment of one of the busiest airports in the country, John F. Kennedy International Airport. This project is worth $19 billion and is all set to redefine air travel for one of the busiest hubs in the United States. With over 62 million passengers passing through annually, JFK is integral to global connectivity. The airport generates more than $51 billion in sales and $17.1 billion in wages. This massive project ensures that the airport not only meets current demands, but is also prepared for future growth. The JFK International Airport Master Plan to redevelop the airport into a world-class 21st century airport is being led by Grimshaw and Mott MacDonald. The expansion will result in new terminal complexes on both the south and north sides of the airport. To the south, Terminals 1 and 2 will be replaced with a new terminal served by 23 international gates. On the north side, another upgraded terminal will connect to the existing Terminal 5 and offer 12 international gates, each able to serve larger wide-body aircraft. Other expansion projects include a 16-gate expansion for Terminal 4 and a 3-gate expansion at Terminal 8. The project also focuses on enhancing the passenger experience through modern design, spacious concourses, advanced technology, and sustainable features. Improvements include better check-in areas, automated security systems, and a wider range of retail and dining options. Upgraded baggage handling systems will streamline operations, reducing delays and improving efficiency. To complement the terminal upgrades, the project includes a redesign of roadways and parking areas to ease congestion and improve traffic flow. Expanded air train capacity will provide a seamless connection to public transportation. Similarly, upgrades to taxiways and aprons ensure better aircraft movement on the ground. With new roads, bridges, and enhanced traffic technologies, travelers will have an easier time navigating between terminals. They are also reducing the number of roadway loops from 5 to 2 main loops, making it less confusing for drivers. This will eventually create space for more cars to circle through, but less congestion to stack up. This includes a multi-level parking facility with nearly 2,000 spaces and an eco-friendly timber exterior. A 122-meter pedestrian bridge equipped with rainwater harvesting technology will link it to the new Terminal 1. The expansion has faced challenges, including coordination with airlines, minimizing disruption during construction, and managing costs. The city is also building its own concrete plant to produce the roughly 550,000 square meters expected to be used at JFK. That's enough to fill about 218 Olympic swimming pools. Despite several hurdles, the project remains on track, with completion expected by 2030. Let's move over to Nevada for the Tesla Gigafactory. With an estimated cost of $16 billion, this massive facility is revolutionizing battery production and energy storage. Gigafactory Tesla is one of the highest volume plants in the world for electric motors, energy storage products, vehicle powertrains, and batteries. Located near Reno, Nevada, the Gigafactory spans 5.3 million square feet, making it one of the largest buildings in the world by footprint. When fully completed, it will cover over 13 million square feet and produce enough batteries to power 500,000 electric vehicles annually. The Gigafactory produces lithium-ion batteries for Tesla electric vehicles and Powerwall energy storage systems. By manufacturing batteries in-house, Tesla reduces costs, increases efficiency, and ensures a stable supply chain. The factory operates on renewable energy, with plans to achieve 100% sustainability. Solar panels cover the roof, and the surrounding area is designed for wind and geothermal energy generation. These efforts align with the mission of Tesla to transition the world to sustainable energy. The Gigafactory has created thousands of jobs in Nevada and attracted additional businesses to the region, boosting the local economy. The expansion is expected to add about 6,500 full-time employees and 4 million square feet of manufacturing space. It has also positioned the US as a leader in battery production and electric vehicle innovation. Despite its achievements, the Gigafactory has faced challenges, including construction delays and supply chain disruptions. Some critics question whether Tesla can meet its ambitious production targets. The Miami Signature Bridge is an iconic infrastructure project designed to improve traffic flow and redefine the city's skyline. With a cost of $818 million, this modern bridge combines functionality with architectural beauty. The Signature Bridge is planned as a 1025-foot-long bridge over NE 2nd Street and Biscayne Boulevard and will redefine the skyline in Miami with 6 massive arches. The largest arch is expected to reach a height of 325 feet and be 650 feet wide. The design of the bridge includes sweeping arches illuminated by LED lights, creating a striking visual effect. It serves as a gateway to downtown Miami, connecting major highways and enhancing the aesthetic appeal of the city. The Signature Bridge is part of the I-395, SR-836, and I-95 improvement project, addressing congestion in one of the busiest corridors in Miami. By streamlining traffic flow, it reduces travel times and improves safety for drivers and pedestrians. Beyond its practical benefits, the bridge includes public spaces, pedestrian walkways, and green areas underneath. These features transform the area into a vibrant community hub, blending infrastructure with urban living. Construction has faced delays due to weather and logistical issues, but the project remains on track for completion in 2027.
But how about one of the busiest bridges in the world? Constructed between 1927 and 1931, the George Washington Bridge was designed by Swiss-American engineer Othmar Ammann, who utilized innovative techniques to create what was then the largest suspension bridge in the world. The bridge's main span, which measures 3,500 feet, was a record-breaking achievement at the time of its completion. The bridge's design includes 2 main cables, each 36.5 inches in diameter, made up of around 26,000 individual wires bound together. These cables were manufactured and spun on-site using the saddle method, which involved spinning the wires from one anchorage over the tower tops and down to the other anchorage. This method allowed for precise tensioning of the cables and was crucial for the bridge's structural integrity. The bridge's 2 towers, each standing 604 feet tall, are composed of steel and rest on massive concrete foundations anchored into the bedrock beneath the river. The towers were initially designed to be clad in granite, but due to the economic constraints of the Great Depression, they were left as exposed steel, which has become an iconic feature of the bridge. The open steel lattice structure of the towers not only provides the necessary strength, but also reduces wind resistance, which is vital for the stability of such a large suspension bridge. The construction of the bridge required significant feats of engineering and logistics. Workers built caissons on the riverbed to serve as foundations for the towers. They were sunk to depths of up to 80 feet below the water level and filled with concrete to provide a stable base for the towers. Building the caissons was one of the most challenging parts of the construction, requiring deep excavation and precise engineering to ensure stability. The bridge's deck was initially designed to carry 6 lanes of traffic, but due to the structure's robustness and foresight in design, a second deck was added in 1962, increasing the total capacity to 14 lanes. This lower deck, known as Martha, was added without interrupting the flow of traffic on the upper deck, a significant engineering accomplishment that showcased the bridge's adaptability and Ammann's forward-thinking design. The George Washington Bridge was completed ahead of schedule and under budget, which is a testament to the efficiency and skill of Ammann and his team. It opened to traffic on October 24, 19, and has since become a vital transportation link, handling more than 100 million vehicles annually. But we have to talk about the largest LNG projects ever in the United States. The Rio Grande LNG terminal, located at the port of Brownsville in Texas, aims to become a major LNG export facility that will handle up to 27 million tons per annum of liquefied natural gas once fully operational. The terminal's design includes significant infrastructure, such as multiple LNG storage tanks, each capable of holding 180,000 cubic meters of LNG, and 2 marine berths to accommodate LNG carriers of up to 185,000 cubic meters capacity. One of the engineering challenges of the project is the site's location along the Brownsville Ship Channel, a highly active industrial waterway with specific environmental and logistical requirements. The construction site required extensive preparation, including soil stabilization and the installation of a comprehensive levee system around the perimeter to protect against flooding and manage stormwater runoff. The soil stabilization process involved deep mixing techniques to ensure a solid foundation for the massive structures, particularly in the areas where the liquefaction trains and storage tanks are being built. The LNG production process at the terminal involves cooling natural gas to negative 162 degrees Celsius to liquefy it, reducing its volume by about 600 times for easier storage and transportation. This process demands substantial energy, requiring the installation of robust power generation facilities and cooling systems. The engineering work includes laying down extensive pipelines to bring feed gas to the site and distributing it to the liquefaction trains. The liquefaction trains themselves are highly complex systems, each containing multiple stages of compression and heat exchange to achieve the necessary cooling of the gas. These trains are built using modular construction techniques, allowing large components to be prefabricated off-site and then transported to Brownsville for assembly. This approach minimizes on-site construction time and reduces potential delays. The terminal also includes significant safety and monitoring systems. Given the flammable nature of LNG, the design integrates advanced fire detection and suppression systems, extensive monitoring of gas leaks, and robust emergency response plans. Additionally, the terminal will feature a network of control rooms and automation systems to manage the operation of the liquefaction trains, storage tanks, and loading berths efficiently and safely. The engineering behind the Rio Grande LNG terminal also includes provisions for future expansion. The site's being prepared to potentially add additional liquefaction trains and storage capacity as market demands grow. This forward-thinking approach to the terminal's design ensures that it can adapt to future energy needs. Next up, it's time to travel over to Boston to talk about the Ted Williams Tunnel, which is a key component of the larger Central Artery project. The tunnel, which connects South Boston to Logan International Airport, was constructed to alleviate congestion and provide a direct route under Boston Harbor. Construction of the tunnel began in 1991 and was completed in 1995, with the tunnel officially opening to traffic in December 1995. The project is notable for being the first major tunnel in the United States constructed using an immersed tube technique. This method involved constructing the tunnel sections on land and then floating them to the site, sinking them into pre-dredged trenches on the harbor floor and connecting them underwater. The tunnel comprises 12 precast concrete sections, each approximately 325 feet long and weighing about 23,000 tons. These sections were built at a casting basin in East Boston, floated into position in Boston Harbor, and then carefully submerged into place. The construction of the tunnel required extensive dredging of Boston Harbor to create the trench where the tunnel sections would be placed. This dredging was a significant logistical challenge, given the need to manage harbor traffic and ensure the environmental safety of the surrounding waters. The trench was approximately 50 feet deep, with a width of around 90 feet. After the tunnel sections were placed in the trench, they were connected and sealed together to create a watertight structure. One of the most critical aspects of the tunnel's construction was ensuring the sections were perfectly aligned and securely connected underwater. To achieve this, engineers used a combination of hydraulic jacks, precise surveying equipment, and underwater divers. The alignment and sealing process required meticulous attention to detail to prevent leaks and ensure the long-term integrity of the tunnel. The tunnel structure is composed of high-strength concrete, reinforced with steel rebar to withstand the pressures of being submerged underwater and the loads from traffic above. The tunnel walls are 3 feet thick, providing significant durability and resistance to potential impacts or structural shifts. The interior of the tunnel features a ventilation system designed to manage vehicle emissions and ensure air quality within the tunnel, with large fans installed at intervals to circulate fresh air. Another engineering challenge was the need to connect the submerged tunnel sections to the land-based approach structures on both sides of the harbor. This transition between the immersed tube and the cut-and-cover tunnels required careful design to accommodate the different construction methods and ensure a seamless connection. But we have to move over to San Francisco next to talk about the extremely tall Salesforce Tower. Completed in 2018, this is a striking example of modern skyscraper engineering. Standing at 1,070 feet tall, it is the tallest building in San Francisco and one of the tallest in the western United States. The tower's construction required cutting-edge engineering to address both the aesthetic and functional demands of a high-rise building in a seismically active region. The foundation of the tower had to be exceptionally robust to ensure the building's stability during an earthquake. It's also supported by a massive concrete mat foundation that is 14 feet thick and sits atop over 42 steel-reinforced concrete piles driven deep into the bedrock. These piles reach depths of 300 feet below ground, anchoring the structure securely to withstand seismic forces. The building's core structure is composed of a high-strength steel frame designed to provide both flexibility and strength. It consists of movement-resisting frames, or MRFs, that allow the building to flex slightly during seismic events, dissipating the energy and reducing the risk of structural failure. The building also features a reinforced concrete core that houses the elevators and emergency stairwells, providing additional rigidity to the structure. The exterior of Salesforce Tower is clad in a curtain wall system made up of aluminum and glass panels. The system was designed to be both aesthetically pleasing and highly functional. The curtain wall includes high-performance glazing that reduces solar heat gain, thus lowering the building's cooling requirements. The facade's design also helps to minimize wind loads, which is critical for a building of this height. Construction of the tower involved the use of advanced construction techniques to manage the challenges of building in a dense urban environment. The tower was built using a top-down construction method, which allowed for the simultaneous construction of the superstructure and the below-grade levels, including the basement and foundation. This method not only sped up the construction process, but also minimized disruptions in the surrounding area. The crown of Salesforce Tower is another engineering feat. It includes a 150-foot sculptural extension that houses a unique LED art installation. This extension required a precise engineering to ensure it could withstand the wind and seismic forces while maintaining its aesthetic integrity. Let's navigate the stunning Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge. Located in Washington, D.C., this iconic infrastructure project is designed to replace the aging South Capitol Street Bridge, which had become functionally obsolete. Construction of the new bridge began in 2018 and was completed in 2021. This project represents one of the largest infrastructure investments in the history of the District of Columbia, with the bridge spanning 1,600 feet across the Anacostia River and featuring 3 prominent arch structures that define its aesthetic and structural integrity. The bridge's design includes 6 traffic lanes, as well as dedicated paths for bicycles and pedestrians, providing enhanced multimodal transportation options. The structure is supported by massive piers sunk deep into the riverbed, ensuring stability and resilience against the forces of the river and the dynamic urban environment. One of the key engineering challenges of the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge was constructing its large, sweeping arches. These arches are made from high-strength steel and were assembled on-site using precise construction techniques to ensure their alignment and structural performance. Each arch was constructed in segments, lifted into place by cranes and carefully connected. The assembly required detailed planning and execution to manage the complex geometry and the loads transferred through the arches into the foundation piers. Another critical aspect of the bridge's construction involved the use of modern materials and methods to extend the lifespan of the structure and minimize maintenance needs. The bridge deck is supported by a system of cables anchored at the top of arches and connected to the deck, which helps to evenly distribute the load across the structure. These stay cables are tensioned to provide the necessary support while allowing for flexibility and movement under traffic loads and thermal expansion. The foundation work was particularly challenging due to the bridge's location over the Anacostia River. The construction team employed cofferdams, temporary water weight enclosures pumped dry to create a dry work environment below the waterline. These cofferdams allowed workers to excavate and install deep foundations that anchor the bridge piers securely into the riverbed. Additionally, the construction process had to consider the tidal nature of the river and the varying water levels. The bridge also incorporates advanced drainage and stormwater management systems to handle runoff from the roadway. These systems are designed to reduce the environmental impact on the Anacostia River by capturing and treating stormwater before it enters the waterway. It's time to move over to the state of Illinois now to talk about the St. Regis Chicago skyscraper project, formerly known as Vista Tower. It's the third largest building in Chicago, standing at 1,198 feet tall with 101 stories. The construction of this mixed-use skyscraper, which includes residential units, a hotel, and luxury amenities, presents numerous engineering challenges that required innovative solutions. The construction of the St. Regis Chicago began in 2016 and was completed in 2020. Designed by the renowned architect Jean Gang, the tower's distinctive design features 3 interconnected towers of varying heights, arranged in a staggering formation. This configuration not only creates a unique visual profile, but also plays a crucial role in the building's structural stability. One of the challenges was addressing the wind loads on the tall, slender structure. To mitigate these effects, the design includes a blow-through floor at the 83rd level. This open-air section allows wind to pass through the building, reducing wind-induced sway and improving overall stability. The use of this feature is a relatively new approach in skyscraper design and highlights the innovative engineering applied to the project. The building's core structure is composed of reinforced concrete, which provides the necessary strength to support the high-rise while allowing for flexibility under stress. The concrete core houses the building's elevators and utilities and is surrounded by steel frames that support the external cladding and the floor slabs. The use of high-strength concrete and advanced reinforcement techniques is essential in achieving the building's height and slender profile without compromising safety. The construction also involves significant logistical planning, particularly given the tower's location in the dense urban environment of Chicago's Lakeshore East neighborhood. The site's proximity to other high-rise buildings and active roadways required meticulous coordination to manage material deliveries, crane operations, and worker safety. The tower was constructed using a combination of traditional building techniques and modular construction, where certain components were prefabricated off-site and assembled on-site. This approach helped to accelerate the construction timeline and reduce the impact of the surrounding area. The St. Regis Chicago also features extensive underground construction, including a 6-level basement that houses parking facilities, mechanical rooms, and storage areas. Constructing these underground levels involved deep excavation and the installation of a complex foundation system designed to handle the significant loads of the skyscraper above. Next up, let's discuss the Glen Canyon Dam that's located on the Colorado River in Arizona. Constructed between 1956 and 1966, the dam was designed to provide water storage, flood control, and hydroelectric power generation for the southwestern United States. The dam created Lake Powell, one of the largest man-made reservoirs in the country, which extends into southern Utah. The construction of the Glen Canyon Dam was a massive undertaking that required extensive planning, innovation, and the overcoming of significant engineering challenges. The dam is a concrete arch-gravity structure standing 710 feet high and 1,560 feet long. It was designed to harness the power of the Colorado River while also providing a stable water supply for agricultural, industrial, and urban use in the region. One of the critical challenges during the construction of the Glen Canyon Dam was the remote location. The site, located in a remote area of the Colorado Plateau, was difficult to access, requiring the construction of roads, bridges, and other infrastructure to support the transport of materials and workers. The dam's construction also involved building the Glen Canyon Bridge, a steel arch bridge that spans 1,271 feet across the canyon, providing essential access to both sides of the construction site. To manage the Colorado River's flow during construction, engineers had to divert the river through tunnels carved into the canyon walls. 2 diversion tunnels, each with a diameter of 41 feet, were excavated through the sandstone bedrock on either side of the river. These tunnels, lined with concrete, allowed the river to bypass the construction site, ensuring that the dam could be built in a dry environment. The foundation of the dam required extensive preparation. Workers excavated the riverbeds down to solid bedrock and ensured a stable foundation for the massive concrete structure. The dam's foundation is key to its stability, allowing it to bear the immense pressure exerted by the reservoir. The concrete used in the dam was placed in blocks, each measuring about 50 feet square and 7.5 feet high. The dam was constructed in a series of these blocks, which were keyed and grounded together to form a solid monolithic structure. The dam's power plant, located at the base of the structure, houses 8 hydroelectric turbines that generate up to 1,320 megawatts of electricity. This power generation capacity has been vital in supporting the electric grid of the southwestern United States. The power plant is also equipped with a series of penstocks, large pipes that carry water from the reservoir to the turbines, allowing for the controlled water release and energy production. Let's travel over to the state of Missouri to investigate Kansas City International Airport's transformed megaproject. The airport has undergone a significant transformation with the construction of a new terminal, replacing the old 3-terminal layout that's been in use in the airport's opening since 1972. The new terminal spans approximately 1 million square feet and features a single consolidated structure that replaces the outdated horseshoe-shaped terminal. This design was intended to streamline operations and enhance passenger flow, reducing the complexity of navigating between different terminals. A key aspect of the construction was the airport's location on a former floodplain. Engineers had to ensure that the new terminal was built on solid ground that could withstand potential flooding. The site was prepared by excavating over 1.1 million cubic yards of soil and placing fill material to elevate the ground level, ensuring a stable foundation. In addition, extensive underground utilities were installed to support the terminal's operations. The new terminal structure is primarily composed of steel and reinforced concrete, providing both durability and flexibility. The use of structural steel allowed for large open spaces within the terminal, which is a significant improvement over the cramped and outdated spaces of the previous terminals. The roof of the terminal is supported by a series of large steel trusses, creating a vast column-free interior that enhances the feeling of openness and allows for better natural lighting. One of the challenging engineering aspects of the project was the integration of modern baggage handling and security systems. The terminal includes an advanced baggage handling system capable of processing thousands of bags per hour, which features such an automated sorting and tracking to improve efficiency and reduce the risk of lost luggage. The security checkpoints, equipped with the latest screening technology, including automated screening lanes that expedite the process while maintaining high levels of security. The terminal's construction also included the development of new roadways and parking facilities to accommodate the increased passenger capacity. A new multi-level parking garage with over 6,000 spaces was built adjacent to the terminal, providing easy access for passengers and reducing the need for long shuttle rides from distant parking lots. The roads leading to the terminal were reconfigured to improve traffic flow and reduce congestion, with separate lanes for private vehicles, taxis, and buses. It's time to move over to Utah for the Salt Lake City International Airport redevelopment. Initiated in 2014, the project involves a complete overhaul of the existing facilities, including the construction of a new terminal and concourses, all aimed at modernizing the airport to handle increasing passenger demands and improving seismic resilience. The construction of the new terminal and concourses, involving several major contractors, is characterized by significant engineering challenges and innovative solutions. The first phase of the project, completed in 2020, included the construction of a 900,000 square foot terminal and the west portions of 2 linear concourses. This phase introduced 45 new gates and a 3,600 vehicle parking garage, representing the largest public works project in Utah's history. A critical aspect of the construction was addressing the seismic risk, given the airport's proximity to the Wasatch Fault, an active seismic zone. To ensure the structural integrity of the new facilities, engineers installed 1,020 steel piles to support the foundations, ensuring the building could withstand potential earthquakes. These piles, driven deep into the ground, provide a stable base for the large terminal structures, which feature a 3-level design with expansive use of steel and concrete. The new terminal's design emphasizes both functionality and aesthetics, with the use of high-performance glazing and large open spaces that draw natural light into the building. This not only creates a welcoming environment for passengers, but also helps reduce energy consumption. The building's layout, with elevated roadways and separate levels of arriving and departing passengers, enhances traffic flow and minimizes congestion. Another significant feature of the project is the 7-mile-long baggage handling system, one of the most advanced in the country. This system, designed to efficiently manage the high volume of passenger baggage, includes large radius turns and wide conveyor belts, capable of handling oversized items like skis and golf clubs. The system is equipped with automated screening capabilities, reducing manual handling and enhancing the overall efficiency of airport operations. The construction of the new parking garage, which doubles the capacity of the previous facility, involved significant structural work. The garage was built using 90,000 cubic yards of concrete and 9,000 tons of rebar, ensuring its durability and capacity to accommodate the increased traffic expected with the airport's expansion. We move over to Seattle next, where the Alaskan Way Viaduct Replacement Tunnel project stands. This project replaced the aging and seismically vulnerable Alaskan Way Viaduct with a 1.7-mile-long double-deck highway tunnel running beneath downtown Seattle. The tunnel is part of a State Route 99 and was constructed to improve safety, reduce congestion, and enhance the city's waterfront area. The tunnel's construction utilized a tunnel boring machine named Bertha, which was, at the time, the largest of its kind in the world, with a diameter of 57.5 feet. Bertha's journey began in July 2013, but the project faced significant challenges soon after. In December 2013, the TBM came to an unexpected halt after encountering a steel pipe, which damaged the machine's cutting blades. This led to a prolonged repair period that lasted nearly 2 years. The TBM was eventually repaired by excavating a recovery shaft from which engineers accessed and lifted the front of the machine to replace the damaged parts. The tunnel boring process resumed in December 2015, and Bertha continued to carve its way beneath Seattle at an average depth of about 200 feet below the surface. The tunnel was constructed using a segmented ring system, where each ring is made up of 10 precast concrete segments. As Bertha moved forward, these segments were installed to form the tunnel's lining, providing structural support and preventing groundwater ingress. To ensure the tunnel's long-term durability and safety, engineers used a comprehensive monitoring system to track Bertha's progress and the surrounding ground conditions in real time. This system included sensors embedded in this tunnel's lining and the ground above, allowing for immediate detection of any movement or settlement that could indicate potential issues. One of the complex aspects of the construction was managing the groundwater and ensuring the tunnel remained watertight. The tunnel passes through the Duwamish River's alluvial deposits, which are prone to high groundwater pressure. To address this, Bertha was equipped with a pressurized front shield that balanced the pressure at the tunnel face, preventing water from flooding the excavation chamber. The final breakthrough occurred in April 2017, marking the completion of Bertha's journey. However, the project was far from over, as extensive work was required to outfit the tunnel with necessary infrastructure, including roadways, ventilation systems, fire suppression systems, and emergency egress routes. The tunnel officially opened to traffic in February 2019, replacing the viaduct and transforming Seattle's waterfront.
It's time to explore the Kennedy Space Center, a monumental project that stands as a pinnacle of aerospace engineering. Located on Merritt Island, Florida, this iconic facility was established in 1962 and became operational during the height of the space race. The total cost of constructing and developing the Kennedy Space Center is estimated at approximately $2 billion. The Space Center spans 144,000 acres and serves as NASA's primary launch center for human spaceflight. Its construction required the efforts of thousands of engineers, technicians, and laborers working around the clock to bring this ambitious project to fruition. The center's most famous feature is Launch Complex 39, which includes 2 launch pads and the massive vehicle assembly building. The VAB is one of the largest buildings in the world by volume, and was designed to assemble the Saturn V rocket, the behemoth that carried astronauts to the moon during the Apollo program. The Kennedy Space Center was not just built for the Apollo missions. It has been instrumental in numerous space endeavors, including the Space Shuttle program and, more recently, SpaceX's commercial crew missions. The facility's infrastructure includes a network of crawler transporters that move rockets from the VAB to the launch pads, a distance of about 3 miles. These crawlers are engineering marvels in their own right, capable of carrying the immense weight of fully assembled rockets. One of the significant challenges faced during the construction of the Kennedy Space Center was managing the environmental impact on the surrounding Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. This required careful planning and innovative solutions to ensure that the center's operations did not adversely affect the local ecosystem. To understand the scale of the Kennedy Space Center, consider that its launch pads and support facilities occupy an area equivalent to about 219 football fields. The center has continuously evolved, incorporating cutting-edge technology and infrastructure to support the ever-advancing field of space exploration. Let's take a look at the impressive Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home to the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta United FC. Situated in the heart of Atlanta, this sports and entertainment facility is a testament to modern construction, with a staggering cost of $1.6 billion. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium project broke ground in 2014 and opened its doors in August 2017. Designed by Hawk, the stadium covers approximately 2 million square feet and boasts a seating capacity of 71,000, expandable to 75,000 for major events. The stadium is notable for its innovative retractable roof, which resembles a camera aperture and can open or close in just under 10 minutes. This unique design allows the venue to host events in both open-air and climate-controlled environments, providing flexibility for a wide range of activities. One of the standout features of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is its 360-degree HD Halo video board, which is the largest of its kind in the world. This massive screen, which spans 1,100 feet in circumference, ensures that every spectator has a clear view of the action, no matter where they are seated. Additionally, the stadium is equipped with cutting-edge technology, including high-speed Wi-Fi and numerous LED displays throughout the venue. Constructing the Mercedes-Benz Stadium was a massive endeavor, requiring the efforts of over 4,000 workers during peak periods. The project faced several challenges, including the complexity of the retractable roof mechanism and the need to integrate numerous sustainable design elements. These sustainable features include a rainwater collection and reuse system, a LEED Platinum certification, and over 4,000 solar panels, making it one of the greenest stadiums in the world. Let's delve into the monumental Grand Coulee Dam project, an iconic feat of engineering located on the Columbia River in Washington state. Completed in 1942, this project was a cornerstone of the New Deal, aimed at combating the economic woes of the Great Depression while harnessing the power of the mighty Columbia River. With a final price tag of $168 million, it was one of the most expensive and ambitious infrastructure projects of its time. Construction of the Grand Coulee Dam began in 1933 and required the collective effort of over 12,000 workers at its peak. These workers faced numerous challenges, including harsh weather conditions and the logistical complexities of managing such a vast construction site. The dam stretches 523 feet across and stands 550 feet tall, making it the largest concrete structure in the United States. Its creation transformed the region, providing vital hydroelectric power and irrigation that would spur agricultural and economic development. One of the most impressive aspects of the Grand Coulee Dam is its hydroelectric power capacity. Initially, it housed 3 power plants with a total generating capacity of 2,280 megawatts. Over the years, expansions have increased this capacity to over 6,800 megawatts, making it one of the largest power producers in the world. The dam also created Lake Roosevelt, a reservoir that spans approximately 125 square miles. This reservoir provides irrigation to over 600,000 acres of farmland, transforming arid regions into fertile agricultural lands. The agricultural productivity of central Washington owes much to the water resources provided by the Grand Coulee Dam. However, the construction of the dam was not without its controversies and challenges. It necessitated the relocation of thousands of people and had significant environmental impacts, particularly on fish populations and the livelihoods of indigenous tribes. The project's success required innovative engineering solutions, such as the use of massive cableways to transport concrete and materials across the site and careful management of the Columbia River's flow. Let's take a closer look at the Second Midtown Tunnel project. Located under the Elizabeth River, the Second Midtown Tunnel connects the cities of Norfolk and Portsmouth. Its construction began in 2012 and reached completion in 2016. This project involved building a new two-lane tunnel parallel to the existing Midtown Tunnel, effectively doubling the capacity of this crucial traffic artery. With a cost of $2.1 billion, the construction process for the Second Midtown Tunnel was both innovative and complex. Unlike traditional tunneling methods, this project used an immersed tube technique. Prefabricated tunnel sections, each weighing approximately 16,000 tons, were constructed in a dry dock. These sections were then floated to the site, submerged into a pre-dug trench on the riverbed, and connected to form the tunnel. This method minimized disruption to river traffic and ensured precise alignment of the tunnel sections. The new tunnel not only alleviates traffic congestion, but also enhances safety and travel times for thousands of commuters. In terms of environmental considerations, the project included several measures to mitigate its impact. This included careful monitoring of water quality during construction and the use of innovative techniques to manage and minimize sediment displacement. The Second Midtown Tunnel also features modern safety enhancements, such as advanced ventilation systems, state-of-the-art lighting, and emergency response facilities. These upgrades ensure the tunnel meets contemporary standards for infrastructure resilience and commuter safety. Comparing this project to other major infrastructure endeavors, the Second Midtown Tunnel stands out for its strategic importance in regional connectivity and its use of advanced construction techniques. It's time to explore the Crescent Dunes Solar Energy Project next, which is a groundbreaking renewable energy initiative located near Tonopah, Nevada. Completed in 2015, this state-of-the-art solar power plant represents a significant leap in solar energy technology, with a price tag of $1 billion. The Crescent Dunes Solar Energy Project was developed by Solar Reserve and is renowned for its innovative use of concentrated solar power technology. Unlike traditional photovoltaic solar plants, Crescent Dunes uses a central tower surrounded by over 10,000 mirrors, known as heliostats. These mirrors track the sun and focus its energy onto the tower, heating molten salt to extremely high temperatures. One of the key advantages of this system is its ability to store thermal energy, allowing the plant to generate electricity even after the sun has set. The Crescent Dunes facility has a capacity of 110 megawatts and can provide power to approximately 75,000 homes. Building the Crescent Dunes Solar Energy Project was a massive undertaking, requiring the coordination of over 1,000 workers during peak construction phases. The project faced numerous challenges, including logistical hurdles related to transporting and assembling the large number of heliostats and constructing the central tower, which stands at 640 feet tall. The project's location in the Nevada desert posed additional difficulties, such as extreme weather conditions and the need to protect the fragile desert ecosystem. Despite these challenges, the project was completed on time and has set a new standard for solar power plants worldwide. Let's delve into the Northgate Link Extension, a transformative addition to Seattle's public transportation network. Completed at a cost of $1.9 billion, this project is a cornerstone of the region's efforts to enhance urban mobility and reduce traffic congestion. Breaking ground in 2012 and opening to the public in October 2021, the Northgate Link Extension stretches the city's light rail system by 4.3 miles, connecting the University of Washington to Northgate. This crucial extension includes 3 new stations, strategically located to serve key residential and commercial hubs in northern Seattle. A defining feature of the Northgate Link Extension is the engineering marvel of its twin tunnels, constructed using state-of-the-art tunnel boring machines. These machines, dubbed Brenda and Pamela, excavated deep beneath the city, navigating complex soil conditions and existing underground infrastructure with remarkable precision. The construction process engaged thousands of workers and required intricate planning and coordination. Each new station is designed with a focus on accessibility, safety, and community integration, featuring modern amenities and public art installations that enhance the commuter experience. The Northgate Link Extension significantly reduces travel times, with the journey from Northgate to downtown Seattle now taking just 14 minutes. This improvement is expected to ease road traffic and provide a reliable alternative to driving, fostering greater use of public transportation. The project's impact on Seattle's urban landscape is profound, revitalizing neighborhoods and stimulating economic growth around the new stations. It's time to delve into the American Dream Meadowlands, a massive entertainment and retail complex located in East Rutherford, New Jersey. With a staggering cost of $5 billion, this ambitious project represents one of the largest mall developments in the United States. Officially opened in phases starting in 2019, American Dream Meadowlands covers approximately 3 million square feet. One of the most striking features of American Dream is its Nickelodeon Universe theme park, the largest indoor theme park in the Western Hemisphere. Adjacent to this is the DreamWorks Water Park, which boasts the largest indoor wave pool. The project faced numerous challenges during its development, including financial difficulties and multiple changes in ownership. Originally conceived in early 2000, the development stalled several times due to economic downturns and funding issues. Despite these setbacks, the project was revitalized and eventually brought to completion, marking a significant milestone in the region's commercial landscape. American Dream's indoor ski slope, known as Big Snow, is another highlight of the complex. It is the first indoor real snow ski and snowboard park in North America, offering year-round winter sports activities. This unique attraction allows visitors to enjoy skiing and snowboarding regardless of the season, making it a significant draw for tourists and locals alike. The construction of American Dream Meadowlands required the coordination of thousands of workers and involved complex engineering and architectural solutions to create its diverse range of attractions. The developers also focused on sustainability, incorporating energy-efficient systems and environmentally friendly practices throughout the complex. The project's strategic location near New York City and major transportation hubs enhances its accessibility, attracting visitors from across the region and beyond. Next, let's explore the Las Vegas Convention Center expansion. With a total investment of $4.3 billion, this expansion project significantly enhances the capabilities and allure of one of the world's largest convention centers. Officially completed in 2021, the Las Vegas Convention Center expansion spans 1.4 million square feet, adding substantial new space to the existing facility. The project includes the new West Hall, which alone provides an additional 600,000 square feet of exhibit space, complemented by a stunning 14,000 square foot outdoor terrace offering breathtaking views of the Las Vegas Strip. One of the most innovative aspects of the expansion is the integration of the LVCC Loop, an underground transportation system developed by Elon Musk's The Boring Company. This system features autonomous electric vehicles that transport attendees between the convention center's different halls at high speeds, significantly reducing transit times across the vast complex. The expansion was driven by the growing demand for large-scale event spaces in Las Vegas, which hosts numerous high-profile conventions, trade shows, and corporate events annually. Construction of the expansion required the coordination of thousands of workers and the use of cutting-edge building techniques to ensure that the project met its ambitious goals on time and within budget. Despite the challenges posed by the pandemic, the project team implemented rigorous health and safety protocols to keep the work on track. Sustainability was also a key focus of the expansion, with the new West Hall designed to achieve LEED certification for its environmentally friendly features. These include energy-efficient lighting, water-saving fixtures, and the use of sustainable materials throughout the construction process. In addition to the increased exhibit space, the expansion features advanced technological infrastructure, including high-speed internet and state-of-the-art audiovisual capabilities to meet the needs of modern events and exhibitions.